Is that right, Seb?
And go ahead, guys. Yeah. I think that's right. I think I did that right.
Okay.
I might have started with you guys on a bit early, sorry.
No, it's all right. Well, everyone, welcome to this Warhammer 40,000 10th edition live stream battle report, 2,000 points, where we see the Ultramarines.
Yes.
This is how excited I am to play these Ultramarines, okay? Versus Chaos Space Marines,
yes.
aka Night Lords, aka
yes.
doesn't really matter anymore, which is cool.
Yes.
So yeah, welcome guys. I'm Jake Harding. This is Michael Costello. Michael, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. This is a classic matchup. The villainous, depends whose side you're on really, it's not a perspective. The villainous Chaos Space Marines versus obviously the noble Ultramarines.
Yes, well, again, one of my favourite armies to use in the previous edition. Can't wait to be able to crack it out tonight on the stream to show you. But it wouldn't be a Vanguard Tactics stream without a few more people in the room, would it, Michael?
No, it wouldn't.
Because we have the one, the only Mr. Rhino himself, Chris Anderson. How are you?
I'm very good. Living my absolute best life right now.
Yes, he is, and I can't say why. And also joining him on the deck is the one, the only Towel Boy, Water Boy himself, Sebi.
Hi, what's up?
So we're only running on 4 people tonight. So
Yeah.
the camera, we won't have exactly the same type of dynamic shots, but Sebi, Michael, myself, maybe Chris if he's all right, we'll be trying
Chris
to do
is sat
that.
in the corner. Chris is pressing all the buttons now.
Yeah. So we have a no Steve, no Jord, no Kobe.
Good.
So yeah, second week in a row without Steve, bit weird, but we will move.
That's right. He's still with us, guys.
Yes,
Don't worry.
I've taken over. So before we go into the mission, we do just want to give a massive thank you to Games Workshop for obviously providing a lot of the preview copies that we had. Obviously, Leviathan did launch this weekend, so everybody managed to get their hands on that, hopefully, and enjoying 10th edition. Obviously, let chat did get a copy of Leviathan if you are enjoying it, if you're having fun, half and all. But now, let's go into the mission.
In this 2,000 point Warhammer 40k 10th edition battle report, the players will be deploying using the Crucible of Battle deployment. The primary mission is the Ritual. When setting up the battlefield, all of the objective markers in no man's land, except the one in the centre, are removed. In each player's shooting phase, the player whose turn it is can select one unit from their army that is not battle shocked and is eligible to shoot. Until the end of that turn, that unit is not eligible to shoot or declare a charge, but can set up a single objective marker that is wholly within no man's land and within 1 inch of that unit. This objective marker must also be set up exactly 9 inches from one other objective marker and not within 6 inches of any other objective markers. In the second, third, and fourth battle rounds, each player will score 5 victory points at the end of their command phase for each objective marker in no man's land that they control, up to a maximum of 15 victory points per turn. In the fifth battle round, the player who has the first turn scores victory points as they did in the second, third, and fourth battle rounds. However, the player who has the second turn will score victory points at the end of their turn. The mission rule in this mission is Targets of Opportunity. In this mission, if a player is using tactical mission cards, then each time they draw cards, they will draw up to 3 cards instead of 2. If a player is using fixed missions, then in addition to the 2 fixed mission cards, they will also draw a single card from their secondary deck. The player who is using fixed missions now has access to the New Order's stratagem, but can only, of course, discard the card they've drawn that isn't fixed. Each player will now select whether to use fixed secondaries or tactical missions. At the end of the 5th battle round, the player with the most victory points wins the game.
Well, sorry about that. So, Michael, thank you for your dulcet tones explaining the mission to us. I hope we're all now familiar. I'm really looking forward to this one. It's a really interesting mission, replacing the objectives and doing all that. So, let's see what forces are playing each other today. And we're going to start out with myself, with the Ultramarines.
Cool.
So, in this 2,000 point army of mine, leading the line, the warlord himself, Robert Gulliman. I know it says reboot. But no. and he's the warlord. He's got some awesome abilities, so he can enact his Adept of the Codex to allow him to use other abilities, which we'll go through during the game.
I'm very afraid.
With him is Chief Librarian Tigerius.
Yeah.
He is super awesome. Loved it. It was a staple in the lists in 9th edition. He's ironically the same in 10th edition, I feel. He's super good. And he is leading a 10-man Sternguard veteran team with Sternguard bolters, which you'll notice are intercessors, but we had to change the list last minute because we didn't have a repulsor.
Someone stole a repulsor.
Steve. Anyway, so...
But we get to see the nasty combo, at least.
Yeah,
That's one of the good things.
Yeah, which everyone's looking forward to, I hope. Then we have one of the new models from that set Leviathan, which I was talking about earlier, the Apothecary Bogulus, or whatever, however you now pronounce it, Biologist? Biologist, right? So he's got an upgrade, an enhancement called Bolter Discipline. We'll go through it a bit more in game, but it just gives, mostly the idea is give me sustained hits. And then if I'm in Devi Doctrine, which again we'll go through, I'll get it on 5s. Then we've got a big unit of 6 aggressors that he's leading, with Bolt Storm Gauntlets, Power Fists, and Frag Storm Grenade Launchers.
Awesome.
Then I've got 3 Eliminators. 1 have the Bolt Carbine, 2 have the Bolt Snipers. We've got a unit of 3 Eradicators with Melter Rifles and a Multi-Melter.
Cool.
We have a unit of 3 Inceptors with Assault Bolters, and these guys are pretty cool, as I've found out. A unit of 5 Infiltrators, 2 Repulsor Executioners. It's back, and better than ever. I was so happy when Steve used to use this in 8th edition. Never really saw it in 9th edition. Maybe it's back for 10th edition, we don't know. But hey, I want to be able to show it off. Obviously, we mentioned the Stern Guard. They've all got Stern Guard bolt rifles.
Cool, okay.
2 units of 3 suppressors, and that is it. That is
Thunderfire?
Oh, sorry, and how could I forget another unit we haven't seen since 8th edition, a Thunderfire Cannon, which is going to absolutely mess with some of your movement shenanigans and all that.
Unfortunately, you're,
And
cool.
I'm
Can't wait.
looking forward to it. So, Michael.
Yes.
What do you, oh, sorry. Do we talk about the army rule? Do we need to talk about the army rule?
Oh, we can talk about it as it comes up.
Yeah, can do. As I say, it's a pretty simple one, so we can go through it as and when. I think that would be best. So, Michael, I guess it's over to you with the Night Lords.
Yes, the Night Lords in quotation marks. All right, so we've got the Chaos Space Marines. The Army's Warlord is, I think it's the Demon Prince. It's the Chaos Lord. Okay, that makes a lot of sense because I'm using the Sevatar model, if you're familiar with Night Lords, as my Chaos Lord. He's Nurgle, and he's leading a unit of 10 Chosen, who are buffed to the nines with all their war gear options. We then have Harken World Claimer, because he can be in any Legion now. There's no sort of Legion keyword. It's not like Space Marines.
Yeah.
So Harken is leading a unit of Raptors, which are undivided because Harken's undivided.
So they have to be for him to
and there's
join them.
4 melter guns in that Raptor unit.
Oh, okay.
Pretty tasty. Then we've got a Demon Prince with wings, Mark of Slanesh.
Okay.
Has an enhancement, the Intoxicating Elixir, which gives them Feel No Pain 5+. And in addition, they can do some Battle Shock stuff as well.
Okay, cool.
After they've done pacts. Then a Sorcerer in Terminator Armor, Tzeentch, with the Eye of Tzeentch Relic, which means that if I do a Dark Pact with their unit, I can do a leadership test and then get a command point.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Super useful.
Yeah.
A Land Raider, Chaos Undivided.
Ooh.
We'll see why in the game. A Predator Destructor, that's the autocannons. It's got heavy bolt sponsons, and both of these vehicles just have all of the guns I could possibly give them, because why not?
Well, exactly.
And that's Mark of Nurgle. Then we've got 5 Tzeentch Terminators to go with the Sorcerer. I've mentioned the Chosen already. 5 Possessed, which are undivided, and then 2 units of Warp Talons that are Slanesh. Cool. And then finally a unit of Traitor Guardsmen with an assortment of weapons.
Well, very good. So, pretty cool army. I haven't actually seen much of Chaos Space Marines yet in 10th, so I'm really, really looking forward to this one. And I guess before we go into any roll-off, we've got to decide how we're going to be playing today.
Yes.
And I think we've both gone the same, right? So we're going to go, or at least I've gone tactical. And because of this mission, we get 3 tactical cards.
That's right, yes. We get 3 cards a turn in this mission, so you'd be mad not to take tactical, right?
Exactly. So I assume on that basis you've gone fixed.
I've gone for fixed. I'm going to take... No, I've gone for tactical. Yeah, tactical as well.
Makes the most sense, right?
And it's a lot of fun as well.
Yeah. Awesome. So we've thanked Games Workshop. We've done the intro. Michael did our dulcet tones for the mission. We both explained our armies. Steve, we had a go at Steve.
That wasn't on camera though.
Yeah, I think we're ready to rock.
I think we're ready to rock. Yeah. Okay.
Are the chat looking forward to this one?
Yeah. So chat look quite excited. I'm certainly excited.
I know you are. I can tell.
Ben Jones is here in chat. We've got Dean Winkelspect or Winkelspect. I'm not sure if that's a hard or a soft V or W. Has been a member for 21 months.
Oh.
Wow.
And he says,
Thank you.
the Blue Boys and Jake handsomely taking them to victory. So I'm
said
not
the
sure
Blue
if
Boys.
Dean is German or an orc. Either way, we love having you here, and I'm sure Jake appreciates your support.
Yeah, well, he said the Blue Boys, so equally, if he didn't say me, then Michael equally could be classed as the Blue Boys. We mean the royal blue, okay? This is the blue.
We also have Timothy, who's become a VT member. So this is our new member.
This is our new members tier, which if you're not aware, I will explain to you now. So as of the 1st of July, we're getting rid of all the tiers except for this one called Become a VT Member, or it'll just be a VT Member. By doing this, this will enter you into a giveaway for over £1,000 worth of stuff. If you want a bit more details on that, obviously you can, I assume maybe Seb or Chris can help you out there and go through it. But the main things to note in there, Leviathan box.
Cool.
Which is really cool. Tons of paints from our sponsors, Colourforge.
Yeah.
Gift vouchers from either Frontline Gaming, Outpost, or your equivalent. We said that on the live stream weekend that if you are in a country where you can't use the Outpost or Frontline Gaming, then we will give you the equivalent of £100 in AGW voucher so you can use it in your country. So either way, there's something for everybody. So make sure you become a VT member. Do the quiz as well, and then that will also help your chances with...
I think you need to do the quiz so that we can get your email address so we can enter you into the draw.
Right. There we go then.
I think that's the link. Yeah. So you have to be a member, and if you do the quiz, then because if you don't do the quiz, we're not allowed to send you the
that's right.
the email to say that you've won.
So do the quiz. So then we have that, and then you can get all this free stuff. And we appreciate obviously you becoming a VT member because there'll be a lot of content to come during 10th edition. So that's why we've decided to do that. So now with all of that noted, Michael.
Yes.
There is this assortment of dice here, as you can see on the dice cam, as you all can now see. So, what? Pick your weapon of choice. What one do you
I'm going to choose this one.
I knew you were going to pick that one. I'm going to go with this one.
Oh, you can't roll them all.
Right, it's going to go for the bluey type one, the classic VT. Here we go, Michael.
Oh,
I don't really want to go first.
Oh, actually, that's a good thing.
Okay.
Excellent.
Right, so I'm going to go first. So I don't want to do a doctrine yet. So these are the combat doctrines.
Yeah. So you have to pick your oath of the moment.
So I get to pick my oath of moment target. So we'll keep this on camera, and then after this we'll do it. Just so because it's the first time. So if you're not familiar, my army rule oath of moment means that at the start of each battle round, I can pick a unit in Michael's army. And then for the whole of that battle round, I get reroll hits and wounds into that unit.
And rather snazzily, it's floating somewhere above your right shoulder.
There.
Other shoulder.
We're not going to have it in the middle of the screen.
See, I was right.
Yeah, you're right.
So I think for this turn, I don't know actually what I'm going to be able to shoot, to be 100% honest with you. So I think we're going to go with... I'm going to shoot the Warp Talon. I'm going to pick the Warp Talon unit.
Warp Talons, in case you want to overwatch them, maybe?
Yeah.
Because then you get the...
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll pick them. Then, on top of that, I have Reboot Gulliman. I do his ability at the start of the battle round as well. The author of the Codex. So he has, again, a number of things. So the first thing is that I can pick all my units within 6 inches, get +1 OC, and they can reroll Battle Shock and Leadership. Seems really cool.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Second one, I get to essentially give another Oath of Moment target.
Cool.
So I can get 2 units, I get 4 rerolls.
But you don't benefit from the second one until you killed the first one? Is that right?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
And then the final one is once per turn, I could select one friendly Adept of the Starters unit within 12 inches of this model and use a stratagem for 0 CP. Because it says once per turn, in theory, I could do this in my go and your go.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah? So I'm going to pick that one.
Okay.
Because that's the one I like the most.
That's good.
So I'm going to go,
good.
Supreme Strategist. And that is it. So
just before you move into your movement phase, we do have a super chat from Luke Barron.
Awesome.
Thank you, Luke.
Awesome.
So Luke says, "Evening, gents. Are there official, in quotations, terrain layouts for 10th edition mission yet, or are you using old mission layouts for now?" So,
Michael?
So I basically have designed the mission layouts for these overlays, as you can tell probably from when you get to listen to past Michael. And they're just kind of designed to cover the board with the right amount of line of sight blocking terrain to ensure that we get to later turns.
Yeah.
But there isn't an official one. At some point, if you're on the Academy or one of our members, I'm sure I can share with you a document that has a photo of all of our top downs, and then maybe you can use that to guide you in some of your games.
Yeah. So definitely worth having a look at. But yeah, like I don't think there's been enough real events for there to be a set layout. Right?
Remember that the edition as a whole has been out for
well, technically a week.
5. Well, it came out
not even
Saturday,
really.
didn't it?
Well, yeah.
So,
if we go actually technically, you can play proper games.
so about 4
Saturday.
days. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if we go like in the space to be able to look at the rules, I think it's going to take more time to get an official layout.
Yes.
But
Agreed.
equally, I think that there are enough powers that be and enough heads and minds in this game that something will come pretty soon. I imagine. So.
Absolutely.
And when it does, we can give it a go, maybe.
Yes, yes, we can. Before you do your movement phase,
Oh,
do you want to draw your cards?
Oh yeah. So right, I've got defend stronghold. So hold my objective to the end of your turn.
You're going to have to redraw that one because you can't do that turn 1.
Oh. Capture enemy outpost.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, cool. So I've got to go. So if you're not familiar with that, if at the end of my turn I control Michael's objective, I get 8 points.
Cool. If you manage that, I concede.
Investigate signals. So this is the table corners.
That's right. So if you're in the table corners and you have a unit that's eligible to shoot, you can select them. They're no longer eligible to shoot or charge, but you can get a number of victory points.
Cool. And then finally, engage on all fronts. So be in the quarters. Look at the quarters, do things. Awesome. So with all of that in mind, you can go to the top down, you can meet us, and we will start my turn 1.
Awesome.
Great. Well, there we are. We have a few more people who've become members. So Angie Tech Dad, welcome to Lieutenant. Thank you very much. Make sure to convert to a VT member, just so that you can benefit from our new giveaway, because we will be removing the other membership ranks. Eventually. We've also had Dean, who's also converted to a VT member, I just saw as well. So great. And then we've had Andy Downs come in with a £5 super chat. So he says...
That one there?
Jake, I take it all back. You're on a hot streak. Backing the Ultras tonight.
1-1 game on a hot streak. I won one
nothing
game.
To say?
I won one game and now I'm on a hot streak, apparently. So, you know.
Hey, look, an undefeated streak of 1 is still an undefeated streak.
To be fair, it's the first Wednesday night 10th edition stream I haven't lost. Equally, it was the first Wednesday night 10th edition stream that I was a part of. So, you know.
Well, sorry, we'll play eventually, and then you can have a winning streak of 2 or 3.
I've never lost to Chris on the stream, I don't think.
No, that hadn't escaped me. No.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I know, it's weird, isn't it?
That is weird. So Chris always
always
lost to you, but he's always beaten Steve.
But Chris always beats Steve. I always beat Chris. That means I could always beat Steve.
That is by the logic of transference how that works.
Yeah.
So, right, we'll go back to top down and let you carry the movement.
Great. Yeah.
So, Seb, how are you enjoying, 10th so
edition.
far? It feels like we've done a lot of work for it. And I know you guys have done a lot of work here in the studio. But now that everything is properly out there in the public domain, everybody has had a chance to kind of play through their first games. Are you excited about the new edition? Do you...
Yeah.
Want to pack it all in and go play Age of Sigmar? You know, let's get some Seb hot takes there.
Well, I mean, for those who don't know, I usually do producing and editing. I don't play 40k, so seeing the new 10th edition is pretty interesting. Yeah, it's I might try it out at some point. We'll see. As of yet, I'm still stuck on which faction to pick. But with the new app and everything, I'm looking through indexes, and it's been pretty interesting.
Well, it's probably worth having a chat about the new app as well, because obviously everyone has access to it now. It's in my opinion, huge improvement on the previous app, and I'm absolutely loving having everything accessible kind of in one place. I played a game last night where we literally only used the app, and it felt so nice not to be flicking through 3 or 4 different books, trying to look up our data sheets. And
True.
my phone did run out of battery, which was a new issue that I had, but that's first world problems right there.
I definitely like the graphics and all the pictures. That sounds quite childish, but it's nice also being able to just check everything out before you have to make a list. I used to use Battlescribe for like Age of Sigmar.
I'm not sure we're supposed to. I think we should refer to it as a third-party unsupported application.
Anyway.
Sorry, Steve.
Well, yeah, I actually I didn't know there was an app at the time, so I was using a third party for it. Yeah, but it's nice to see everything just in one place. You can get your references and everything. There's more to come that I'd like to see. I know there was at first the duplicate option wasn't there, but they've added that, which is nice. So hopefully we'll see more like that on the way, like a filter option or something.
Okay, I'm fairly sure that my first issues with the app for me were down to user error because I have fat thumbs and limited understanding. But it looks like Jake's finished moving his models.
Yeah, and before we go down, chat. What are your opinions on the app? I'd like to see in chat. Just let us know, and I'll get back to that next time around. Anyway, back to the table.
Rightio. As you can notice, there's not a lot to do because Michael's hidden. So I'll just talk you through what I've done. So if you go to the top down real quick. I've moved my Repulsor Executioner into this quarter because he's going to investigate a signal. I've moved my other Repulsor Executioner into this corner because he too is also investigating a signal. The infiltrators have done the mission quirk, so they have placed an objective down for me 9 inches of this one, so to go to here. And I've also positioned them so they're within 12 inches of Guilliman, so then in Michael's turn, if I need to, I can use any strats on them for free.
Nice.
One strat on them for free. I've done the exact same with the eliminators as well over here, just in case. So either I can have a little roadblock here, or I can just move them back. So with that in mind, we're going to go straight to shooting.
The best phase.
Yes, and so because I get to use a strat for free, it's going to be completely pointless, but I'm just going to do it anyway, because I can just use it in my turn.
Cool.
So I'm going to use Storm of Fire on the Thunderfire cannon, which means that I ignore cover. You have a 3-up armor save and I have no AP. So it literally does nothing, but I have a free strat and I just want to use it. Okay, every army I've played so far in this edition don't have a way of giving me a free strat.
Cool.
So I've got to do it. So into the Warp Talons, so I get D6 plus 4 shots. It's blast and you're a 5-man unit, so I get D6 plus 5.
Yes.
So that's
a lot.
that is 11 shots. That would be me on Saturday. And then so I'm now hitting on 4s. Cool. And because you're Oath of Momented, I'm re-rolling all my hits.
Nice.
So here we go. That would have been good. Well, that's really good, actually. So 10.
That's pretty good.
The 10 hits. So you will be affected by tremor shells. We'll go into what that does in a second.
Okay.
Strength 5. Your
Cool.
toughness.
Toughness 4.
So freeze. And I can re-roll all my wounds because, again, you are Oath of Momented.
Excellent.
So that is 10 wounds, no AP, but no cover. It doesn't make any difference.
Okay, cool.
Seems like indirect fire with 4 rerolls is
Good,
kind of
isn't it?
strong, isn't it? Yeah.
I wish I had a
You
whirlwind.
killed one.
Yeah. I wish I had a whirlwind, though, or Desolation Marines. Thanks for that, Phil. I'm gonna say. Finally got an in-betweeners reference on the stream that isn't. Cool. And then one's on a wound.
Yes.
Perfect. So now, because of that, because you got hit by my Thunderfire Cannon, you will be affected by Tremor Shells.
Yeah.
So in your turn, they're now -2 movement, -2 advance, and -2 charge.
Cool. That sounds fun.
And everybody, that is it. I know, sad. But, so, I will score 4 victory points for Investigate Signals, because I've done 2 corners.
Nice.
I haven't captured your outpost.
No, you haven't.
I think it's quite ironic. And engage in all fronts I don't have.
No.
And I honestly don't know when I'm going to get it. So I'm tempted to discard it and get another CP. And get a CP. I think I'm going to do that.
Yeah, you could discard both.
I'll keep that one.
You're keeping
Well,
capture
actually,
enemy
no,
outpost.
sorry. Actually, no. Hang on. I'm actually going to discard Capture Enemy Outpost because
Okay.
I've just remembered I have stuff in Deep Strike.
Yes, we should probably
So-
talk about that.
Oh, yeah. So in reserves for me, I have my 2 units of suppressors, my unit of interceptors, and then, as you can see, modelled on the top of my Repulsor Executioner, I have the Eradicator inside of there.
Awesome. And for me, I've got the Chosen with the Lord in the Land Raider. I've got a unit of 10 Raptors with Harken.
Yeah.
They're in Deep Strike, and I've got the Terminators in Deep Strike as well.
Fantastic.
So, question from the chat, which I'm afraid I don't know the answer to, so I'm asking you to. Will Academy members, Accelerator members, automatically be entered into the giveaway with a community pass, or do they need to fill out the quiz in order to enter into the giveaway?
I don't know.
I think it's just to be safe, I'd say do the quiz, but we'll get a proper answer for you.
Yeah.
And we'll put it on our
'Cause
social media.
It may be time-based from when we started the giveaway.
Yeah.
So any emails collected at that point might be in the giveaway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know for sure. Aaron kind of manages all of that stuff?
Great question, and we will look into it. But just to be safe, don't miss out.
Just
fill
do
out
the
the quiz.
do the quiz anyway, just so then you're definitely in. But we will get you a thing if
proper
you don't
answer
wanna
in
fill
due
out the
course,
quiz.
yeah.
But Michael, so start your turn.
Yes,
You get a command point.
I do.
So I'm up to 3 now, and you're up to 2.
Cool.
And I've got my free strat. So
Yeah, look at you with your free everything. So I'm going to draw some cards. Behind enemy lines.
oh, cool. Well, that's going to be good for the next few turns, but not right now.
Area denial.
Which I'm actually not within 6 of the
That's-
centre.
Okay, I've got to put a sacrificial unit out there, but hey ho, deploy teleport, Homer.
Okay, so
Even better.
So get in my deployment zone or the middle of the table.
Yeah, cool. Okay,
Awesome.
all right.
Any stuff you've got to do?
No, there's no command phase stuff for the Chaos Space Marines that I need to do.
That's cool.
Yeah, our army rules will turn up when I start shooting.
This is pretty cool.
Yes.
Awesome. So if we go back to the top down, mute us, and then you guys can talk.
Great.
I pushed some of the right buttons there. Seb is having to help me out. Chris is new to the frankly dazzling array of multicolour buttons here.
Yeah.
Last time I did this, there were 4 buttons to press. I've counted about 35 so far.
Shall we go through chat very
Let's
quickly?
have
I
a
saw
chat
some
with chat.
things
That's
I
what we're
wanna-
here for.
Yeah.
So, do Night Lords have any specials, or is it just CSM? So, as it currently stands, there's a single detachment available for Chaos Space Marines. So, all of the various kind of like legions, just like the kind of regular Codex Marines, are all just Chaos Space Marines at the moment.
We've also got Joshua Ford in the chat. Amazing how much easier 10th edition is to understand thanks to the VT Accelerator course. Thanks, VT. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we love the good feedback as well. It's good to know that people are actually getting kind of good value out of the content.
Yeah, absolutely. We've also got Niels from the Academy. I believe I heard Michael answering some questions earlier for the Accelerator and the Start Playing when we did some live lessons for that. And then we've also got quite a bunch of people. Someone's waiting for the Codex for the Salamanders, thinking the heroes seem only kind of okay. I mean, I looked at Vulcan Histan. He seemed kind of like a beast. I don't know if you've seen him.
Yeah, so that a lot of the kind of chapter-specific heroes, I think have got quite a big glow up, which I think is quite good because we're running without access to kind of all the various sub-factions and sub-rules that we would have had previously. To add a little bit of kind of, I'll call it spice or flavour, to the various, chapters, the character's been quite impactful is a good thing. Obviously, I agree. I think it'd be really exciting to see what happens when more and more rules come out. Will there be a detachment at some point that's called, Salamander's Promethean Company or something? And if there isn't, I've just copyrighted that myself. Thank you very much. I hope so.
Yeah. We've also got Kludge. Chaos is misunderstood. We feel bad you all Imperialists are being lied to, but don't worry, Grandfather Nurgle will take your pain away soon. Okay, well,
we'll see. We'll see.
Jake says, good guy. We've also got Stephen Dixon. Hey, excited to join as a new VT member. Thank you.
Yeah,
Welcome.
Great to have you here, yeah.
Hope you enjoy your stay.
Ave Dominus Nox. I wonder who that's directed for.
This for Chaos Space Marines, for those who don't know. And then we've had a few about the app. The only issue I have, not being able to convert my list for Tabletop Simulator, is that?
For another third-party
Right.
application, which is not officially supported by Games Workshop.
Right. Stephen said, I'm loving the new 40k app, super useful. Find the color coding for what you can do in your opponent's turn useful as well. Yeah, great.
Yeah, I didn't notice that at first. It was only a few games in that I kind of realized, this is actually laid out in a very kind of methodical way. Don't get me wrong, there are still points which may change over time to kind of improve readability even further. But given how far they've come in such a relatively short period of time,
yeah,
I'm actually quite hopeful for it.
Yeah, no, it's looking great. And then we've also got John who said, start rocking for whom the bell tolls. Yeah. For those who are joining us for the first time, we have a church quite close to us. Our windows are open because it's
about 400 degrees in here.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So apologies for that, but there's not much we can do about it.
I
So
quite
take
like
it as
the
an ambience. Yeah.
yeah, it works. I think you pay a lot of money to license this kind of sound
Yeah.
effects.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for them to come through and be like, "Hey, yo, where's my money?" Anyway, are you guys done over there?
It looks like Michael's finished moving his models, so we'll
Great.
go back to Michael, and I'll figure out. Oh, you've turned his camera on.
No, I'm on it. Don't worry.
Excellent.
Okay, so I have moved. I've got line of sight on a few things, and I have moved into the middle with my poor wounded
So they can get you all the points.
tremor shelled unit. But the sacrifice is worth it because I think these guys can get me a mighty 8 victory points this turn, just from area denial and deploy teleport homers. So their sacrifice will probably not be missed, let's be honest. Let's do some shooting.
Yes.
Okay, so I've lined up a shot. 48-inch range is longer than I was expecting it to be, actually.
Yeah.
So
Well, maybe it's
the
too long, actually.
Land Raider is able to shoot. I think we need something like 240. That'd probably do the trick.
Yeah.
So the Land Raider is going to fire all of the las cannons
Yeah.
and anything else that has the range at your repulsor,
Okay.
and anything that doesn't have the range into these infiltrators.
Okay.
I will have to declare my stratagems first.
Okay.
I'm going to spend 1 command point on Profane Zeal,
Yes.
which is going to give me reroll 1s to hit and wound. However, I'm Chaos Undivided, which means I reroll all of my hits and wounds.
Okay. What's the AP on most of the stuff that would be?
So it's AP3 on the las cannons. You're going to get cover because you're partially
Yeah.
obscured by this stuff.
Okay.
So it's going to end up being AP2, essentially, to your
Okay.
3-up save.
So what I'll do, I'll pay 1 CP to Arm of Contempt into the repulsor.
Okay.
So then it's AP nothing. Really.
Okay.
Well, no, not AP nothing, but
Well,
he's got a 3-up
some
save,
AP.
so it'll be AP minus
1, essentially
yeah.
AP1.
Just to give him a slightly better save. So
Cool,
we'll do
okay.
that. And that'll be all I'll do.
Well, I'm going to do a Dark Pact.
Okay.
So this is the Chaos Space Marines army rule. What I can do is every time I shoot or fight, I can declare a pact. I choose either lethal hits or sustained hits 1. I apply it to the model. I'm going to choose sustained hits 1.
Oh, how
Big
convenient.
surprise. And then after I've done it, I'm going to roll a leadership test. And if I fail it, I take mortal wounds.
Okay.
So I'll roll that first one on camera to show you. The rest of them, because I'm going to be doing it every turn with every unit, I would probably do some of them off camera just to get them out of the way.
Yeah, because otherwise it will take forever.
Exactly. Should we get started?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's see what other weapons have sufficient range. There's a Havoc launcher, which I may as well shoot at full range at your guy
okay.
as well. So let's kick off with the las cannons.
Here we go.
Okay, so that is 4 hits, and I'm going to re-roll this miss out of the box.
Out of the box.
So that hits as well.
They all lit. Very good.
Strength
They get 2 shots.
12, yes. So the Land
Very
Raiders
good.
las cannons get 2 shots.
Good, as it should be.
As it should be. I was expecting them to be twin linked and have 1 shot initially, but I'm glad they're 2 shots each. Strength 12.
I am toughness 12, so
Okay.
4s.
4s to wound. Oh, we're going to need the reroll here.
Ooh, very good. So 2.
Just the 2.
so I'll roll 1 at a time,
Okay.
just because if I want a CP reroll.
Okay.
So 4 plus, fail it. How much damage is it?
It's D6 plus 1.
Okay, so not yet, and then
Oh dear.
so I have 6. You can't kill me, so I won't reroll any.
Okay. Well, these one at a time, shall I? In case I want to command point reroll them.
So a
2
3,
damage, so 3, yes,
3,
and 4, so 7 wounds total.
so that will leave my repulsor on 9 wounds.
Okay, I'll quickly bash out the Havoc launcher's D6 shots. 3 shots, hitting on 3s, re-rolling. That is a sustained 1 hit, so I get an additional hit. It's going to be 6s to wound you, but I do re-roll everything. No wounds, excellent. Let's move on to the twin heavy bolter. So this is into these guys.
Yeah, the
Is there a
infiltrators.
stratagem that you would have wanted to use on these?
No.
Okay, so we're hitting on 3s, re-roll that one, and then we get a sustained in there. Strength 5, toughness 4.
Yeah, so 3s.
3s to wound, and I will re-roll.
That was a wound.
Yes.
So mine, do I get
So it's
cover? Or
AP1, so you'll get cover
Okay,
on these 3.
cool. So I'll take it on those 3.
Okay.
So it'll be 3 plus. So failed 2.
Oh dear.
Now I do get a 6-up feel no pain because I've got a gauntlet.
Okay, cool.
So first person, no. Second person, no. So 2 dice.
Okay,
Bang, bang.
take 2 out, I'll take that. We then have a combi weapon. 1 shot, misses, reroll, hits.
Ooh.
Anti-infantry 4+. Doesn't wound,
Rerolling
so
one.
I'll reroll that. So that wounds and is devastating
So
wounds as well.
6 up. No, so 1 is on 1 wound.
And that is all of the weapons on the Land Raider.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry,
I was
that
looking
was-
at
yes,
this
that's
lovely
Land
shot of a
Raider.
predator.
That was the
It
Land
looks
Raider.
cool though.
It looks a cool shot of a predator.
You can rev it if you
In my
like.
defense, I think I said Land Raider.
Oh, you did.
Oh,
I just
no.
pressed the wrong button.
I just set up the shot
Hey,
on
we
the
could
Predator.
we could
'cause
rev
it's-
it. We could
really
rev him
cool.
if you like.
But next we are doing the Predator. Okay.
Get back on that
Um,
predator. There we go.
Oh, I should technically do the Battle Shock, the leadership
Oh, do you want
test.
to do it? Just
I
show
do it on
everyone?
camera. So there you go. I've rolled 2 dice. It's equal to or above my leadership characteristic, so I'm not taking any mortal wounds.
Nice.
The Predator is going to do a pact,
Okay.
and he's going to go for sustained hits 1.
Yes.
He's Mark of Nurgle, which
Oh.
means if I go for ranged sustained hits 1,
Yeah.
I get critical hits on 5s.
Okay, so all your sustain will work on 5s now.
That's right.
Very good.
That's right.
And who do you want to shoot?
He's going to shoot the Eliminators, the
Oh,
only target he
Not
has,
fun.
with everything he's got.
Not fun. There's nothing else I can do. So
Okay.
at least I don't think so. I could arm with contempt again if I wanted, because I could use Gulliman's
Yeah, because
ability.
you're within 12 there. Yeah.
So what AP are you?
So it's AP1 base, but I get an extra AP against infantry.
Okay, so I'll be on a 4+ armor save. I don't have any other rule. Oh, I've got stealth, so you're -1
Okay.
to hit. Tell you what, it's a free strat in it, so I'll just do it.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to be firing with anything else, so you're all right.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh, -1 to
Those
hit when you
miss.
come in clutch.
but I do get an extra hit there.
Nice.
Strength 9, so 2s to wound. It's 2 wounds.
This is AP.
This is AP2
so
because you're infantry.
AP1 now. Because of
AP1
that.
because
And
you've got
get cover or I
cover.
don't get cover. Well, no, 'cause and
You'll
my
have
armor-
at least one model.
Okay.
that
And
gets
I
told
have
2
armor of
models.
contempt,
But you have done armor of contempt. Okay, cool.
so it's AP
So
nothing.
It makes no difference then.
Okay, so 3+. Okay, so 1 in cover.
One is dead. It's damage 3.
He's dead. He's dead.
Then we've got 2 heavy bolters
Okay.
hitting on 4s.
That's
No
what's
rerolls,
sustained.
but those would have sustained. And then wounding on 3s.
3. So we've
3
got
wounds.
1 in cover.
Oh, yep, so it's all 3s.
Oh,
this.
it's all 3s
Yeah.
anyway. All good.
Cool, you're absolutely fine. And then a Havoc launcher for 3 shots. Blast, 1 hit, doesn't wound you. And then I think the combi weapon's out of range. I'll roll it anyway just in case it hits, which it
Oh.
does.
I think you're in.
No, it's out. It's 24-inch range.
Gutted.
Okay. That's my shooting done.
Yeah.
Rapid fire turn there. I will score area denial
You're going to get lots of points in area.
because
denial,
I'm wholly within 6 inches of the centre of the battlefield,
And I'm not.
and you are not. So that's 5 points. And then deploy teleport homers. They are eligible to shoot, even though they don't have a gun.
Yeah, because the glossary says
Yes,
that. So.
exactly. And they're wholly within the centre of the table. So I get 3 victory points for that one. So
Nice.
total of 8 there for me.
Cool. Nice one. So,
So I'm debating ditching behind enemy lines. I don't have a lot of assets, and you're very shooty. So
I
I'm going to
am.
ditch behind enemy lines just so I can get a command point.
perfect. Right, so with that in mind, that's going into my battle round 2. So I hold 1 primary objective, so I'm going to get 5 points, is it?
So you hold 2, right? Because you've got this one and this
But
one.
these don't count. in
Ah,
this mission.
you're right. Yes.
So
in
they're
this
only
mission,
so the objectives in our deployment zones are only there, I believe, for the purposes
right.
of the cards.
5
so-
victory points.
Yeah, so I get 5 victory points because I'm holding 1.
I'm terribly sorry. I did intend to drop an objective down.
Oh,
with the prince,
of course.
If that's
Yeah,
okay
yeah,
with you.
yeah.
Sorry about that.
I had a feel. I was wondering what he was doing there. to
It would be
honest.
pretty foolish not to, but it would. I'll measure that carefully for you.
While you're doing that,
Yeah.
I'm going to draw extend battle lines. So at the end of my turn, if I control 1 or more objectives in your own deployment zone and you control 1 or more in no man's land, I get 5 points. If you only have 1 unit remaining, okay. So basically, I will have that instantly.
already got that.
Cool.
Perfect.
Then secure no man's land. So I need to hold 2 objectives in no man's land. So hold 1 in no man's land and hold 2 in no man's land.
Yeah, I mean it's possible.
I think it's happening.
Yeah.
And then in terms of other abilities, I'll gain a CP, so I'll be back up to 3.
You've still got engage on all fronts, haven't you?
I do still have engage all fronts, which I'm
Okay.
pretty sure I could get this turn with a cheeky
Yes.
rapid ingress.
We don't even need
Not
to
a rapid ingress, a normal deep strike.
So I'm up to 3 command points.
And then, so over the moment, I'll just do on the warp talons.
Okay.
Just because I need the objective.
Yep. Fair enough. Fair
And then I will do Gulliman's ability. I'm tempted for the free strat again, you know, because that actually was quite useful because it also allows you to use the same strat twice.
Yeah. Nice.
So,
I agree. It's very,
yeah,
very
I think I'll keep that.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, should we do some moving?
Well, sorry, the only other thing is I could do a doctrine.
Oh, of course you could, yes. Yeah.
So I could run and shoot.
Do you want to think about that? And
Yeah, tell you what, we'll
go to chat?
if we go to the top down, you mute us, I'll have a think, and then we'll do it.
Well, interesting turn one.
Yeah.
So I'm a big fan of this particular mission where you set up the new objectives. I think it encourages quite a lot of interaction early on because you have to run it into the middle with something, which means you have to start kind of playing the game early. I think both players probably had a pretty reasonable opening turn there. There were no kind of massive Hail Mary punches thrown, but they both set themselves up to score well, I think.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
The real question is, what's Jake going to do this turn? Because he's got those two lovely, lovely big tanks, which always make me happy. Because anyone who's ever seen me on the channel knows I can't leave home without at least one big tank, ideally 2 or 3.
Yeah, I've noticed.
But every time I look around the studio, the first thing I do is have a quick look at the Imperial Guard collection on the shelf, just to check it's still there and welcoming me in.
We've had Sam become a VT member. Thank you very much.
Brilliant, nice to see you, Sam.
Yeah, that Chaos detachment rule is it coming in, where basically they pick
the Dark Pacts.
The Dark Pacts is really interesting when it comes in, and you start like every time you pick a unit in when you set your army up, you pick one of these, don't you? These marks of chaos.
That's right. Yeah. So every unit is devoted to either a specific god or chaos undivided. So kind of all the gods at the same time.
Yeah.
And I like how thematic this feels, where it interacts with their army rule as well, which on the first sight of it, you look at it and think, this is maybe a little bit anemic until you see how it interacts and becomes like twice as effective. It feels more than twice as effective when it actually goes off.
Yeah, no, I love the customization of it. It's very interesting, and it's really cool because even like on the hobby side, you could start specializing your models to look like they're more based towards corn and so on. I really like the whole feel of it.
And I think that's probably what a lot of players, especially Chaos players who I've met, seem to enjoy quite a lot more, is that level of customization and kind of really, Nurglifying or Slaanesh-ifying your army, although, maybe not on the channel.
Yeah, well, guys, what hobbies are you think you enjoy the most of your customization? You ever gone ham on something? That'd be awesome to know about.
Gone ham. Wow, I feel like I'm far too old to be doing commentary here.
Sorry.
I haven't quite got the lingo down yet.
It looks like they're done. So
yeah, speaking of people much younger than me, Jake is also ready. So that is that button there.
Yeah, that is.
Am I?
Yeah,
unmuted?
you're good.
Well, Chris giving me all the compliments. He knows how much I love him. Cuddles for you tonight. Don't get jealous. Anyway, so I'll talk through what I did. If we go back to the top down, just so I can point at things. So the Repulsor finished investigating its signal. Has now decided to go investigate something else in the form of the Land Raider.
Excellent.
So it's got all its guns in range, so it can just shoot. I opted not to go with a doctrine because I don't really need to. And the other part of it as well is that you've still got a lot of assets hidden and or off the table.
Yep.
So I want to just make sure that I'm ready for it. So
Yeah.
if I need to, I can run and charge or run and shoot, fall back and shoot.
Yeah.
Use some cool stratagems as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, really. Other than that, we moved the repulsor that was in the investigating signal in this corner over to here. It now has a line onto the warp talons, potentially to kill them. And then these infiltrators have moved up as well, all touching the objective, just to get more OC on here. The eliminators here placed an objective down, so I've now got 2 here. So no matter what, I will get the card, even if this doesn't work.
Yeah. Nice.
And then finally, in terms of deep strike, suppressors came down. They've blocked this part. You weren't going to move there anyway. But it's more for engaging all fronts. And then the Inceptors have a really awesome ability, which means that they can deep strike outside of 3 inches. So I've done that to, the heavens have opened outside, it seems.
So a storm literally just started outside.
See, I told you, the storm, they've stormed
Well,
in.
it's because my reserves are about to come in.
Oh no.
It's the lightning.
I don't know if they'll be able to hear it. But
No. So the Inceptors are onto the objective outside 3 inches. They can't charge, but they're going to mop up some, what are they called? Traitor guard.
So, Jake,
Oh no.
I am going to use the Fire Overwatch stratagem
That is fine.
because you've been set up on the board,
That is fine.
and I'm going to use it on the Predator.
That is fine.
I'm going to use a Dark Pact
And that is
because I'm
all.
selected to shoot.
Oh, okay. I can't armor contempt, and I can't do anything about this. I
Okay.
was more having a look of anything cool.
Okay, shall we resolve that now?
Yeah,
I didn't want to interrupt your
No,
flow
that's
of
all right.
how you're discussing it.
Well, because that came down at the end anyway, so
Cool,
it
cool.
doesn't
Okay.
change anything.
Okay, so I'm going to Overwatch as soon as they've set up.
Yeah.
So this is the Predator shooting at the Inceptors.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to do a Dark Pact. Oh, I should have rolled for the Predator's Dark Pact last
did
turn.
he? Is he alright?
He's
Yeah,
okay.
fine, cool.
Yeah, cool. So 4 shots with the autocannon.
Yeah. So this is 6s, but any 6 isn't.
That's
is
right,
A
that's right.
double hit.
So important to note that with Nurgle, because I'm doing a Dark Pact,
yeah.
normally a 5 would cause a sustained hit.
But
In Overwatch, it's only 6s that can cause critical hits.
okay.
Okay, so they don't mean anything.
Okay.
Well, it's successful hit rolls. So in this case, you're absolutely right. But there are some data sheets that modify what a successful hit roll is.
Yes.
Things like Dire Avengers, for example.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
Thunder
exactly.
King.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Dire Avengers can hit on 4s, but it specifically in the glossary is critical hits are
Exactly,
only ever
yeah.
6s.
Okay.
But yeah.
Nice one.
So the heavy bolters.
Oh,
Okay.
there you go.
Cheeky.
Look
So
at
we're going to
that.
get 4 hits out of that.
Nice one. I am toughness. Where are they? They're toughness 6. Cool. Yeah. So 5.
I've got 1 wound there.
Okay. Do I get cover? I don't.
Yes.
Yeah,
You will.
so-
you're no,
I
you're not
don't-
wholly within the
no.
terrain.
So 4+. I fail it.
It's just 2 damage.
So I have 1 wound left on one of them.
Okay. The
I'll just-
combi weapon.
Get me melon in there.
Really hoping for a combi hit there.
Oh.
And then the Havoc launcher. 4 shots.
Ooh.
1 hit turns into 2.
Two.
And then this is strength 5, so 4s.
1.
2 wounds, no AP.
Well, no. I'm toughness 6, Michael.
Oh, sorry, yes, of course. 1 wound, no
And
AP.
no AP. 3+. I'm okay.
Okay, well,
Nice one.
So I do love that interaction between overwatching and sustained hits.
Yeah. It's really good.
You feel that you get a lot for your money.
Yeah. You either like Overwatch is really good on torrent or sustained hit weapons. it
Absolutely,
seems,
yeah.
so.
yeah, cool.
Right.
So is that the end of your movement phase?
That is the end of my movement phase, so we'll go into shooting. So in the
I'm afraid we won't.
oh,
Jake.
you're going to rapid ingress.
I'm going to rapid ingress
Oh.
using my beautiful command points. Look at all of this interaction during your turn.
know.
Isn't that cool?
It's good.
So I'm going to measure a couple of bits.
Making Seth furiously press all Seb furiously press all the buttons to have all the various stratagems pop up on the screen, which I'm still very much impressed with.
I've never used this before. It's my first time. Just finding where everything is.
I also quite like the discussion in chat as they are trying to explain to an old man what ham means.
Ham.
Obviously,
like-
we
It's
won't
an
be.
adjective.
So if Steve was here, ham would mean like the full in. Like,
Yeah. Going crazy.
Oh, no. So
Yeah.
using rapid ingress here, so you can deep strike into my lines. I knew this was coming, but I didn't.
Yeah.
There's not much I can really do about it. It was going to happen. It might as well happen now.
So we got a couple more questions in chat. Stephen Dixon's asked a couple of pieces. So during these live streams, do we chat here or is a specific Discord? So for the moment, definitely on here, because I couldn't possibly keep an eye on yet another chat. I know that the Discord is going to be expanding as part of the new member program. So I don't know if that will change in the future, but for the moment, definitely on YouTube. And also the terrain set we're being asked about. So this is the terrain set produced by Frontline Gaming. It's not just called the Sisters one, which is I've started calling it. It is called...
This is the Chaos one, isn't it?
It's
Yeah, it's
Imperial.
Chaos Realm.
No, it's not Imperial Sanctuary. That's the other one.
This
It's,
is the
Chaos.
World,
Yeah,
I think.
I believe so.
Yeah, this is one of the Frontline Gaming,
this.
the Frontline Gaming sets. I quite like it. I like all the spiky windows. It feels very on brand.
Yeah.
And most of these.
Yeah, no, absolutely, 100%.
3 of them in range.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great for that competitive edge, but it also looks great as well.
Yeah, and I think that's a huge part of these battlefields as well. As I know Michael spends a lot of time setting these up to make it look good for us, and I'm quite privileged because I just turn up at the studio and the work's already done. But after watching you guys set these things up, a lot of effort definitely goes into this.
Yeah, well, we do work here. It is a job, but love it.
But this for you guys. This is a really cool battle mat as well. I've just noticed the big red gashes in it.
Inspirational quote there by Seb. We do work here.
We
do work here. This is a job.
Right, so
It's great though.
You can shoot now.
So you've rapid ingress into this corner.
I have, yes.
And we've determined that 3 aggressors and 2 stern guards.
2 stern guards see. This repulsor obviously can't see. This one can.
And so I can put some guns over there.
Yeah.
We'll have a think and do
Cool.
that. But the first thing we're going to do before we do any of that is I'm going to shoot this repulsor into your... So the repulsor right here is going to shoot the warp talons in the middle.
Okay, cool.
So here we go. We're going to start with the heavy laser destroyer. Actually, no, there's a model on a wound. I want it to be cool. So we're going to start with the heavy onslaught cannon. So this is 12 shots, hitting on freeze. And because you are Oath of Momented, I can re-roll all my hits.
That was such a terrible roll, though.
I know it was, but don't worry, I've got Oath of Moment. And then I'm strength 6, you're
Toughness 4.
So this is freeze, but this has devastating wounds.
Cool.
So that's 2, and I'm just going to pick them all up, to be honest, because I don't want you having an armor save. So
That's not very nice of you.
So 3 wounds minus nothing.
Okay.
And then 2 mortal wounds after.
I do look like I've got cover there.
Yeah.
The one that's wounded...
But it's no AP on the weapon.
There's no AP.
Oh, it's no AP anyway. So the one that's wounded is dead, and then one of the others, I don't get cover against AP0.
No, so he's on a wound, and then you take 2 mortal
2 mortal wounds.
That
so
will kill him and put another one
dead
on
and dead.
Perfect.
And a wound.
Cool. Then we'll go with the twin heavy bolter.
Okay.
So freeze to hit. So I'm not going to re-roll all of them this time because this has sustained hits. I'm just going to re-roll the one. I don't want to risk it. Cool. 3 hits. Freeze to wounds. Again, re-rolling because I have the Oath of Moment. 2 at -1, so there is AP here.
I'm fine because
So
I've got
you're fine.
cover.
Awesome. Then we will move into
Come on, Warp Talons.
the Icarus rocket pod. So this is D3 shots.
Yeah.
1 shot, hitting on a 3, it hits, wounding on a 2 with a re-roll. 1 wound, -1, and this is 2 damage.
-1, 2 damage, 3 up save. I'm okay.
Loves it. Then we've got the Iron Hell Stubber, and I think he just has the twin. There's a twin one.
Okay.
Yes.
Twin and another normal one. Excellent.
Oh, cool. So he's got 2. Amazing. I'll just do these both at the same time because I'm
Sure,
re-rolling.
you're re-rolling
hits and
everything,
things, so. Cool. And they are in rapid fire range, so that is going to be
Another...
how? So that's 6. So another 12 shots.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. So freeze, re-rolling.
Oh my god.
Why is this a thing? And then strength 4. So
Cool. 4s, re-rolling.
re-rolling everything. Cool.
Good old Oath of Moment.
So 6 wounds, no AP.
3s. Cool.
Oh, cool! I did it. Didn't even need it. Amazing.
So I think what just happened there is you've convinced me that I should probably start a Space Marine army.
Yeah, with Gulliman.
And
big
repulsor
tanks.
executioners.
Repulsor
Yes.
execution. So everything. So now going into more shooting. This repulsor, everything except the heavy laser destroyer will shoot the raptors,
Okay.
but the heavy laser destroyer is going to shoot the.
Okay,
So we're
I'm going to spend a command point
Yep.
to do Dark Obscuration, which will give me -1 to hit, so stealth on the raptors.
Amazing. So we'll start with the heavy laser destroyer into the Land Raider. So
Okay.
freeze. There's no rerolls here. Doesn't need it. Strength 16.
Toughness 12.
Oh, so 2 wounds, -4.
Jeez.
There is
-4.
cover.
I do have cover.
So-
2 plus save.
So 5+. Oh no! Oh,
Not
No.
even worried, was he?
not even worried.
This is a Land Raider.
That is a
You
Land.
came up with this in the last century.
Oh, Michael,
This is a
Michael,
Land Raider.
I did not come up with this. I'm not putting my name on this. Okay, so now let's shoot with the heavy bolters into the Raptors. So these are 4s. There's no rerolls here. There is sustained hits 1.
Yeah, cool.
That goes back in. Freeze to wound them. So 2 wounds into the Raptors on this side.
Is it twin linked, the twin heavy bolter?
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
3
3
wounds.
wounds.
Thank you for reminding
I
me.
do have cover. So 3s. 1 of us does die.
Yeah, because it's 2 damage.
Yeah, so I'll just mark that.
Heavy onslaught cannon.
Okay.
No rerolls. See, look, I'm nothing without my rerolls. 3s and 6s do devastating. So 1 devastating and 3 with no AP.
3 with no AP. We're okay.
So
So
just
that
got
will
more.
kill the guy that was. Oh no, because
No,
it was 2
it's
damage.
2 damage. So
So
one's
another
now
guy's
on-
wounded. Okay.
Then I've got the the Icarus stubbers or whatever they are. So we've got to do 1 at a time because 1 annoyingly rerolls all its wounds. So first one, 2 hits. This is the one that doesn't reroll wounds. So 1 wounds.
Okay. We're okay.
Second one does reroll its wounds. Okay, didn't need it.
Cool. I take a wound, which will kill that one wounded guy.
Then I've got the Icarus rocket pod, so D3,
Oh
3
my God,
shots,
stop.
4s, 1 hit. It's anti-fly 2, but it wounds you on 2 anyway.
Cool.
-1, you don't care. All
Right.
good. Right, that's its shot. So
Okay,
take
cool.
your
So
2 raptors.
I'll take that other raptor that's just been wounded off.
Cool. Then we're going to do the aggressors,
Yep.
and they're going to shoot into your raptors.
Okay.
So we'll start with the Bolt Storm gauntlets.
Mm-hmm.
So where are they?
3 shots each.
Yes.
So you got 9 shots because only 3 are within 18-inch range.
Yes, and because I'm shooting the closest unit I can see,
Yes.
I get extra AP, but
You
it
do,
won't, it
yes.
won't matter really,
No,
but it's a
We've
cool
got
one.
cover, yeah.
So these are hitting on 3s.
So all your 4s,
Our
but still have
4s.
stealth.
Oh no.
The 6s are sustained because you've got that enhancement as well.
Oh yeah, of course.
So if you roll 3 more wound
were
rolls,
there
there were 3 6s.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. I forgot about that.
That's okay.
So 4, there's no AP
It's
anywhere.
also twin linked.
There's 4, 6, no minus. There's just so many rules.
So I lose another raptor.
Nice. And then I've got the frag grenade launchers. So this is D6 blast. So there's at least 5 now. It's not more than that. So that's 13 shots.
Cool.
And then another. Then that is, so it's 4s, but 6s give me extra hits. Cool. That's pretty cool, isn't it? And then 4s.
Okay. Starting to regret my life decisions here.
6 at no AP.
6, no AP. Come on, guys. That is not
Oh
what I
my
wanted
God.
to see.
So that's another 2 dead. So I've killed
Jeez.
3 now.
3 more dead.
Okay. I'm assuming my stern guard can't see.
No,
No,
not,
cool.
not anymore.
No, that's fine. Right.
Thank
Good.
you. I'm quite done with that.
No, that's all right. Then I'll do the Thunderfire Cannon.
Yep.
So the Thunderfire Cannon's going to shoot at the Possessed that it can't see. The ones over here.
Okay, you want to reduce their movement.
Yeah, because I also want to play about with that. So D6 plus 4, but then plus another 1 because you have 5 models. So 8 shots. I need at least 1 4 here to
Okay.
get the ability off. I do it in abundance.
Nice.
Toughness, 5?
A 6, actually.
Oh,
possessed.
cool. So 5s. 1 wound, no AP.
Okay. Goes through.
Cool.
Alright,
And
fair
now
enough.
they're -2 move and everything.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah, not fun at all. And then suppressors, they're going to shoot. I'm going to shoot the Land Raider.
Do it.
So what have they got? So they've got. Oh, they're quite good as well. So they're all quite good. So yeah, cool. So 4s to hit.
Okay.
Strength 8.
All right. Toughness 12.
So 5s. So 3 wounds.
Cheeky lad.
3 wounds at -1.
-1.
Yep.
I'm okay.
And you're now -1 to hit. Because you're suppressed, and it doesn't say I can't not suppress.
So you suppressed a Land Raider.
Yes. Why not?
Sure.
And then to round out all my shooting, because yes, it does end. I'm going to shoot.
I never want it to end. I'm enjoying this far
I'm
too
going to
much.
shoot my Inceptors. I'm really tempted to shoot the Predator, but I just don't think I'm going to do enough to it. What toughness is it? 11.
11, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to wound it on 6s. So I'm just going to shoot the Traitor Guardsman.
Bring it.
So 3s to hit, but 6s.
I think you end up on 5s, don't you? On your strength 5.
Yeah.
Your toughness 11.
So it'll be 6s.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
yes, because
It's
that's how it
That's
works.
So
right,
into the
yeah.
Traitor Guard. I didn't get any sustain. That's really sad. But this is going to be freeze with
Because it's got
rerolls.
sustained hits 2, hasn't it, these?
It's sustain hits 2, pistol, assault, twin linked.
And damage 2, which I
Yeah,
only just realised.
-1, damage 2. Like,
Cool, okay.
it just has every rule. It's
So
great.
the Traitor Guards have a rule where they get the benefits of cover if they're on an objective.
Oh, cool.
So I'm going to roll just their 5 up armour.
So 3
3
die.
of them die.
Okay.
Cool.
Didn't expect that.
I'll take that.
Awesome. And then that will conclude my turn, because there is an end. So, so I'm going to get secure no man's land for sorry.
5 points.
If at the end of your turn you only control 1 objective mark. Okay, so I get 5 points for control no man's land. Extend battle lines. I'll get 5 points because I hold 2 no man's land objectives because this gets placed at the end of the turn.
Yeah, so the last one was actually the hold 2. This one is the hold your own and...
Oh, sorry, hold my own and
yes,
another.
yeah, yeah.
So there's another 5. And then engage in all fronts, I'm going to get 2 because I've... Oh, 3,
Oh,
sorry.
you got those guys over there.
Oh, so I'll get 4 on engage in all fronts because I've
Yeah.
got a unit in each quarter.
I think you get an extra because you're playing
I'm
tactical.
playing tactical, so I get 5.
Big 15,
So 15
points from the
points
cars. Wow.
Really good, really helping.
That is crazy.
I feel like you're just showing off to Mike now.
Yeah, I mean, after that vote, I've emboldened him with that Votan game.
Yeah. Awesome. So that's me.
Cool.
So I guess we'll move into your turn. So
Yep.
primary wise, you're going to get 5.
I will get 5 points, yes.
Perfect.
Yeah. I'll draw some cards. There's nothing else for me to do. The Raptors are not yet battle shocked, even though I lost 5 to 3 dudes and some of the tank.
Yeah.
And with stealth. So I get a CP as well. That's quite
Yeah,
important.
I'm up to 4 CP.
Yeah, of course you are.
Because I'm just not spending. Because why would I?
So I'm going to draw Assassination.
So this here.
So that over there.
Deal with
okay. Cleanse an objective.
Which you could just do it
Cool.
on
And
that
if
one,
I do
right?
2 No Man's Land ones, then even better.
Yep.
And then no prisoners. Kill enemy units.
Okay, well we've got 2 pretty juicy units
There's a lot
here.
to work with there.
You've got 2 juicy units here.
Yeah.
Plus, I think with all those melter guns, you could do quite well into my
yeah, I
repulsor.
think I'm happy with that situation.
Yeah.
So let's move on to the movement phase.
Yes. If
Well,
you
we have a few little comments in chat.
Okay.
I'm just going to run through first, if that's right. Which I've just lost. So, a couple of nice little comments. So, Olaf. Well, I'm just going to go with Olaf because I'm giving up at that point. How does one become the handsomest man in 40k? And does he have to be that handsome? Well,
you just become it. It just happens. Like one night I woke up and I just was really handsome.
Yeah, I actually remember that.
Yeah.
Because before that,
you were there.
I didn't really
You were
know.
in my bed.
I was like,
So,
maybe that's a secret.
Well, maybe that is. Yes. Have Michael in your bed. I'm not going to say what I was going to say because out of the context of that, incredible. How do you become the most handsome man in 40k? We come. Remember, that's definitely you start yourself on the right track there. So.
and then we also have Joe Coles in chat saying the best game of Warhammer I've ever played at a tournament was against Mike. 8th edition, Black Legion versus Night Lords. It was like 2 blindfolded children fighting in a cupboard.
Oh, Joe.
It actually was.
Joe,
yeah.
Steve's not here to be able to censor that. So thank you, Joe. And
I
Joe,
think that was a relatively nice way of
Can
saying it.
I'm going to be really nice here for a second if Joe's still watching, right? So I'm going to give a little shout out to Joe because not only without Joe, I wouldn't be doing Vanguard Tactics, and that is just a straight fact. And another thing is that it was a point in my life that a lot was very uncertain, and Joe helped me out more than he'll ever know. And I've probably told him this a few times, but I don't think he's either been there or he left before I could say it. So if you're still watching, Joe, thank you very much, because without you, we wouldn't have had all this, and I definitely wouldn't be where I am right now. So you helped me so much more than you'll ever know. And yeah, that's really cute.
That's
and you
cute.
do have a family of birds in your beard.
Also want to say, towards the end of 9th, Joe took Flesh Eaters.
Oh, he took
Warhammer
Flesh Toast
Fest.
to Warhammer Fest and went 6
He
and
went
1.
6 and 1.
with three
With 6 characters.
With 3 brutalities in 6 characters.
Absolute legend.
I don't know how he did it, but this is what he
Absolute
does.
legend.
It's what he does. So yeah, thank you, Joe, for everything, and you're a legend. So
Yeah.
So just a couple more very quickly. Crypt Shadow says, Mr. Producer, if you're old, does that mean that he's old? Look, age is not measured in years; it's measured in how your back feels, which is why I kicked Seb out of his nice chair when I arrived in the studio.
My back actually hurts quite a lot right now.
Then we'll call ourselves venerable rather than old.
Yeah, that's a nice way to put it.
And then finally, Conning Patho has been a member for 21 months and says Ave Dominus Nox, Michael.
Ave Dominus Nox.
Ave
I
Dominus
think
Nox.
Koenig is my guess on that one.
what's it mean?
Koenig.
Ave Dominus Nox.
Yeah, what's that actually mean?
It means, oh God.
Go
Chris,
on,
hang on. I think
Oh.
everyone, we go to the Latin expert in the room, Chris.
So I'm not a Latin
Hail
expert.
the Night, Hail the Lord of the Night, or something like that.
That,
I can't believe I've forgotten
think
it.
you
Honestly,
tell-
I'm
can someone
embarrassed
tell-
that
can
I've
someone tell
forgotten
me?
Ave Dominus Nox.
I will work
But
it
you never
out.
say the actual thing. You just say Ave Dominus Nox.
Well, Chris, this
Yeah.
is in reference to one of the stream games we did on the stream weekend, where Chris, for no reason at all, went, "I just believe it means shield in Latin," and I don't know, and it's like it's not exactly relevant though, is it?
Hey, look, I had to do Latin for 2 years, 20 years ago, and if it was for anything, it was for this stream.
Awesome. So I guess
Right. We'll
good
meet
to
you. Go to your top
yeah?
down.
Awesome.
And we'll be with you in 10.
But before we continue, I'd like to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, The Outpost. If you're looking for great deals on your miniatures, paints and gaming supplies, we've got you covered. Their wide variety of exceptional service makes them the go-to destination for all hobby needs. So don't wait, check out The Outpost today. Link in the description below.
So, quick recap of the turn summary. We're all good. Yeah, we're unmuted, Chris.
We're on it. So there are 4 buttons, and that's too many for me to deal with.
There's more than 4 buttons.
Just four buttons just for microphones.
Yeah.
There's 4 more for cameras. Anyway, sorry.
There's a whole lot on the stream deck as well.
There's a lot. There's a lot. I don't understand any of this.
Oh, Joe Coles has come in. Love you long time. And Av Dominus Nox means we dominate the night. Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Tattoo Tabletop's in chat. Hi, James. He says, hail to the Lord of Night.
Yeah, that's it. I think that's what it says.
Ah.
Hail the Lord of the Night. Do I want to do this?
Well, guys, how are you finding the stream so far? We've got 51% saying that Ultramarines are going to win. 49 on Chaos Space Marines.
I believe what it actually says is 49 on the Filthy Night Lords. I can't believe you wrote. I can't believe you wrote that in the poll. So.
Oh yeah, my bad. My bad. Oh no, it's 50. Okay, well
We're back. We are dead on 50-50. Yes.
Stalemates.
I quite like watching people argue over the Latin translation of, the direct translation of bad Latin grammar. I don't actually believe it means anything. I think it's like little bits of Latin verbs together.
I don't even know if it is Latin.
So
Latin, but they've kind of made it their own.
Yeah, you're not you're muted.
So now you're unmuted. Yeah. So go on.
High Gothic.
Yeah.
But
So
it's bits of Latin, basically.
Yeah, High Gothic is its own language in the lore. It's often represented in the books as kind of, Pig Latin, really, because I think it's supposed to represent that to people who don't speak High Gothic, it's what it would sound like. So someone who just speaks English, if you ever encounter someone speaking Latin, it would sound pretty odd to you. And I think that's what it's supposed to represent in the books. But I could have just made all that up. So
Yeah. Well, we've got a question for you, Jake. Can you switch the camera on for a second?
You can ask me a question.
Yeah. From Castellan, they've said, Jake, what's more important, all-time Premier League top scorer
Oh my
or
god!
Bunda?
Everyone
Wiz
keeps
trophy?
asking me this question.
Bundes.
It's in reference to my football team, Spurs. I can't believe I have to say that so many times. Is Harry Kane may be leaving this summer?
Is he off to?
He may be going to Bayern Munich. That's currently the rumour.
Oh, I thought he was off to live in the desert.
No, they're not all going to Saudi Arabia, Chris. Some of them have decided to not go. Anyway, it's like 100 million a year, all tax-free. So yeah, I think I'm going to Overwatch, by the way, if you move.
Yeah, I'm just trying to.
We'll figure it out.
Mitigate
I'm just sorry, I had to just tell him
how
to.
much Overwatch I'm getting.
But yeah, so I hope he stays, and if he, well, actually no, I don't hope he stays. I hope if he does leave, which I think he should because he deserves so much better than us, then he should go somewhere where he could break the all-time Premier League goal scoring record and also win trophies. So yeah, I just want him to be happy at the end of the day. He's been a servant of the club.
That's wholesome.
He's great. No, he's great. He's been so loyal, and I think anyone that says mean things about him deserves a bop on the nose.
Okay.
Well, anyway, back to the 40k stream. Hi, guys. Welcome. If you could take to Doptown, great. Yeah, so back onto the game.
So very interesting turn, I think. What did you think of the shooting output of the repulsors? Was it what you expected, or was it?
I don't know what to expect at this point, Chris.
It was a lot of dice.
But it was a lot, yeah. I believe they've got the heavy incinerator cannon or whatever it is. Is it the plasma incinerator? There's another option. There's like two shots.
The laser destroyer.
Strength, something nasty, and like D6 plus 4 damage.
Yeah, what I quite liked about that was that he didn't even need to use those big guns when he was shooting the warp spiders, because all the little guns he was using
Warp
so that
spiders.
he wouldn't warp talons. Sorry,
that's the ones.
I'm triggered. But because he killed them with so many little shots that the big ones just never got to fire. However, when you did shoot the big guns at the Land Raider, it bounced off.
Yeah, really just pinged off, huh?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of expected to just watch Michael roll a whole bunch of ones and lose his Land Raider. I'm glad for Michael that didn't happen.
Yeah, well,
but
we won a game.
I've seen him roll dice before, and that's what I expected to see.
Yeah. We've had Kludge has become a VT member. Welcome. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Be sure to fill out the quiz so you can be entered into our spectacular prize draw. So he's also saying, we have heard the debate on the handsomest man in 40k, but what's the most attractive we're not having that. Sorry, I should have read that comment before I started reading. Who's the most attractive entity in the Warhammer 40,000 universe is what?
Entity?
Yes.
Let's leave that one.
Jake said still me. Wow.
Yeah, I think we'll let the chat discuss that, but I'm
Sure.
certainly not discussing that with them.
Joe Coles has asked, is Mike going to run the Night Haunter as Abaddon? Abaddon.
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 Abaddon. I don't actually like the Night Haunter.
Oh,
Oh.
well, you heard
Well,
it here
we've played
first.
Army.
Well, next question.
Like,
I mean, look, I've never been a huge Chaos Marine fan,
No?
but my favourite Chaos Legion is definitely the First Legion, the Dark Angels. They're also my favourite Imperial Legion.
Oh, right. Yes. Dark Angels are looking quite nice at the moment, so good for you.
Well, and if I can ever squeeze 2 armies out of one set of painting, I will do. Steve Dixon's. I'm just going to Steve. Steve is asking, I'm curious, what is the next tournament that VT will be heading to? Well, beginning of 10th, there's a few tournaments going on. The whole scene's starting to kick off again. This weekend, some of us will be at Entoyment in Poole for the Brawl event. I know Steve's going to be there. I will be there. Kobe and George, who are usually from the studio, will be there, and I think Jay might be there as well. I can't remember.
Yeah, I believe so.
I have to check the team chat, but there'll be some of us down there. It'll be great start to 10th, I think. Adam runs a great event, and Entoyment's a great shop to go to.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, no, I've actually ordered a lot from Entoyment before for my Skaven. So yeah, we've had James in chat just say, I'd love to see an updated Conrad sculpt because his Forge World model is rough. Yeah, I feel that looking at some of the models. If you guys felt like any models could really do with a glow up recently, chat, I'd love to know.
Well, we may get something because I know they've started redoing all of the Primarch sculpts, I believe. I think they said they're doing them all again because we have a new Horus Ascended, I think it is now.
So for Horus Heresy, yeah.
Yeah, so if they have started replacing some of their older resin kind of big models, then that can only lead to good things, right?
Yeah, we had there was like a Forge World Knight or something, wasn't there, that came back in plastic?
Well, so it's not out yet, but they have announced. I think they really showed it at Warhammer Fest.
Oh, right.
The plastic. I'm going to butcher this. Cerastus Knight Cerastus. We still don't know when that's going to be, although I believe there is a preview stream this weekend from Games Workshop. I think it's Saturday at 2:00. Which is not 40k, but it is Horus Heresy.
Oh, awesome! We might see some more Age of Sigmar stuff. What?
There'll be Age of Sigmar on there. Yeah, you can tune in and watch it and let me know what goes on because I'll be busy playing at my 40k tournament, as all good players should be.
Oh yeah, true.
So the Rabute Guilliman model appears to be one of the ones that people don't like the current sculpt. I actually quite like that sculpt. I know it's not the most flashy, it's not the most glamorous, but he looks like a kind of Roman senator, which I think fits him quite nicely.
Jacked Roman senator, yeah.
Yeah, jacked Roman senator.
I think he looks okay. I think there are more models that have aged a lot more and really need a glow up. Like
yeah, he's clearly of a different age, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's true, right? We've had some people chime in with Eldar, Drakari. Yeah, true. I've seen a lot actually on Drakari. People really want to see some more models for them. That would be awesome.
I love Drakari models. So
Yeah.
we had the army out not too long ago here. Was it last week? I think they were on stream or the release stream. Anyway,
Yeah.
we had them on the table, and every time I see all those kind of big sales on the vehicles, all I can think of is Jabba the Hutt's land speeder thing.
Yeah.
But it makes me very happy every time I do.
Okay, well now I'm just in love with that. Now that you mentioned that, that's great. Are there any models that you would love to see come back, Chris?
Well, I I'm a huge Guard fan, so I'm always going to vote for Guard tanks. And
Okay.
in one of the, I think it was yesterday's, like, glimpse into the future teasers that they do.
Yeah.
There was what appeared to be some Guard grenades next to a turkey. So I am hoping that this means new Rattlings. Not
Oh,
halflings,
yeah.
It looks like Mike has finished his 4D chess game and moved all his models. So let's go back to Mike.
We had like a few weird interactions.
Really sorry
actually.
about that, guys. Obviously, turn 2, pretty critical turn. I've got 2 units for deep strike. Lots of decisions to make.
Yeah, and lots of interactions.
And
which,
lots of weird
yeah,
interactions.
so we go through them?
I'll
'Cause I
go
think it's
through.
good,
I'll
yeah.
go through the first one. So the warp talons are moving out, and they're eligible to shoot. Which means that eligible to shoot, which means they can set up an objective marker, but it's set up at the end of the turn in no man's land. Cleanse says in your shooting phase you select 1 or more units from your army that are not battle shocked and are eligible to shoot, the possessed in this case. Until the end of the turn, they're not eligible to shoot or declare a charge.
Yeah.
And then it says at the end of the turn, each objective marker that is not within your deployment zone that you control that has 1 or more of these selected units within range is cleansed.
But there's no objective there, but you can basically start to cleanse an objective that's not there. The objective appears and then you cleanse it.
Yeah.
Which is really
Very
weird.
strange.
Yeah.
But it works.
It does track. It does follow through.
Yeah.
I quite like that's. I think covered by the new priority rules, isn't it? That was clarified in.
Yeah, because you pick the order.
Yes, because you're the active player.
So, on that note, we then had a rules interaction that came up, which was, could I use squad tactics, which is a Space Marine stratagem, to move d6 inches after Michael's moved a unit, and then overwatch with that unit? And then we determined that because Michael's the active player, he would determine the order in which stratagems happen, which means that he can make me overwatch and then I move rather than move then overwatch.
Yeah, because they're both stratagems you would play.
Because they are played at the exact same time.
It's a strange one. I'm not sure
So
what.
it was weird,
Yeah.
right? Because obviously, so the idea that I had in my head was I'd move the Stern Guard D6 once these moved, and then I
Yeah.
could overwatch with them.
Yeah.
But because it's your turn, you would pick in the order in which my strats happen.
Which something happens, yeah.
So you could go, cool, I'll make them overwatch, which they can't.
How does that work? Or does he pick the order 'cause
I
it's his
think
stratagem?
so. I don't actually have the commentary in front of me, but I believe it's when there are conflicting. I'm going to use actions as a placeholder from different players. That's not the case here. You are doing 2 actions, Jake. So I believe
So I
you
can pick-
pick
Oh, okay.
the order.
So you
I
could
won't-
move d6.
I won't
and
do
then
it
overwatch.
anyway because I still definitely want to overwatch with the aggressors. But it's
Okay.
interesting
Although
to
both,
know.
so what you would need to do is you would need to be eligible to shoot the unit before you moved,
Yeah.
because but you have to declare both at the same time, and the check at that point is
Right.
do you meet all the
Okay.
conditions.
Okay,
If you meet the
interesting.
conditions of both, then you can order it. However, you have to be eligible to meet those conditions at the point at which they are
Okay.
ordered.
Cool.
So you would normally be eligible to shoot in your shooting
Yeah.
phase, right?
Yes.
Even
it's
though you
more
can't
like-
see me.
yeah.
That doesn't
Because
matter.
I
You're
have
still
a
eligible to
gun,
shoot
yeah.
because even if you didn't have a gun, right?
Oh, of course, yeah.
And then you'd move and then you'd do the thing.
Yeah,
So
no, that's fine.
yeah, you're cool
As
when
I
you
said,
want to do that.
I'm not going to do it anyway. I still just wanted to overwatch with the
Yeah,
aggressors.
cool, okay.
So we'll do that. So again, now we're actually going to do something. I'm going to
Let me use my units.
overwatch with the aggressors into the Raptors.
Okay.
So I'm going to start with the blast weapons because you currently have 5 models.
I do currently, yeah.
So 5, 10 plus 4. That is going to be
14.
14.
Quick math.
So 6s, but these are sustained
Sustained, yeah.
due to bolster discipline.
Okay. So
So 3.
6 hits total.
6.
Okay.
These are forced wounds. No rerolls, no AP. So 3 armor saves, please.
3 armor saves. We're okay for now.
Then I've got 3 bolt storm gauntlets.
I think it's 4 of you that can see, right? We
Yes,
rolled for
sorry,
4.
yeah, that's right.
Okay,
3
yeah,
shots each on them.
yeah.
So 6s, so 2 hits.
Okay.
4s with rerolls, 1 wound minus 1.
1 wound minus 1.
sorry.
That's all right. I'm okay.
Awesome. There we go.
That's quite interesting. So by coming in from rapid ingress, I've actually avoided being Oath of Momented before I move out and get overwatched. Right, my turn to do some shooting.
Yes.
Okay.
You can shoot, I'll allow it.
The Land Raider did move, and then the Chosen got out after it moved. They are eligible to charge as well,
Because,
because it's a Land Raider.
it's cool.
The Prince is cleansing this objective, or is cleansing. Okay, there doesn't need to be an objective apparently.
He's doing something.
let's do some shooting. I haven't brought the Terminators in, they're still in Deep Strike.
Yeah, there was a big debate with them.
There was a big debate. I'm going to fire these Chosen. So I've got 4 Chosen here with combi weapons.
Okay.
So I'm going to fire 4 shots. I'm going to do a Dark Pact.
Okay. So
And these are Nurgle. So a 5 to hit will trigger sustained hits.
cool. Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Spicy.
So that is
So what
6
guns are
hit.
these?
These are combi weapons.
Oh, so
So
they.
it's anti-infantry 4 plus devastating wounds.
Very good.
So we're looking for 4s here.
Oh no.
Oh, well, I mean, that's...
So I do have 6 up feel no pains.
Okay,
from
yes.
my gauntlet, but that is exactly enough to just wipe the unit.
Sure.
Nice.
Anti and devastating wounds. Turns out it's a good combination.
Pretty good, especially if you just roll 6 4s and 5 and 6s. That's strong.
We'll do the battle shock.
We'll
off.
do all the battle shocks after.
cool,
Yeah,
'cause it's
it's going
easier.
to take ages. Then we're going to go on to the guardsmen shooting those inceptors.
Yeah.
I'm going to overcharge the plasma gun at you.
Oh no.
Oh, actually, you've got a guy with a wound left, haven't you?
I do.
Do you mind if I
no,
save
of course.
that
So
till-
we'll just say they
We'll
hit.
keep those. The flamer is 6 hits.
Ooh.
Excellent. And we need 5s to wound. You got 3 normal saves there.
Yeah. All good.
Okay, fine. And then we've got, there is a melter gun. We've got 1, 2, 3 las guns. Chuck those at you. Very good. I will Dark Pact with them as well. Why not?
Okay. Yeah. So you get an
1
extra
extra hit.
6 to wounds.
I'm Nurgle, so I get on 5s, but that's fine. I'll check that afterwards. 1 wound.
I'm all good.
You're all good. And then a bolt gun. Sorry, there's loads of
That's
guns
right.
on this unit. So a 5 would explode because we're Nurgle. And that is 2 wounds. Come on, bolt gun.
Oh no! So 1 dies.
Yes.
Then your plasma.
Then the plasma.
Which
Only
would
one
have
of them hits, but it explodes.
Yeah.
3s to wound. That is 2 wounds at AP 3. You've got cover though.
So
2 damage.
1's on a wound and 1 dies.
Yep.
Is the long and short.
And a melter gun, which misses.
There we go. Cool.
The hazardous check. The guy dies.
Cool.
Cool.
And that's hazardous from the Dark Pact?
That's just hazardous from the plasma gun.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So, guys in chat, he will be rolling all his Dark Pacts. Was doing it at the end altogether just
Yes.
to save some time.
Yeah.
But he's not forgotten. Don't worry.
No, I have not. Cleansing here. They're doing some other stuff.
Predator.
The Predator. Yeah, I'll do the Predator next. So I do need to get rid of those Inceptors. I'm going to fire the main gun at the Inceptors.
Yeah.
I was expecting these guys to be alive. So I've kind of given myself...
Sort of shoot.
I'll just shoot the Eliminators with the rest of the guns.
Yeah. So heavy bolters into the
Eliminators,
and
the
then-
combi weapon, and the main cannon into the guys
Inceptor.
here,
Yeah.
and the Havoc launcher into these as well. Why not?
Okay.
So let's fire the main cannon, get that out of the way. I will be doing a Dark Pact. Okay, so we get 4 hits plus 2 for sustained on 5s because I'm Nurgle.
Very good.
3s to wound. Okay,
So 3.
and this is minus 2 because you're infantry.
Will I get cover?
Here, this is here.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So all failed.
Cool, it's 3 damage.
So that's So they're dead. So
That'll do 'em.
they're dead. Poor Inceptors.
Pass them over to you.
Thank you.
There we go.
There we go.
And then we've got 2 heavy bolters. I don't know if we've got a good angle for... Ooh.
We have had a super chat
Okay.
from Ave Dominus Nox. I see a
Hello.
theme coming here. It's a £5 super chat. And it says, are you still putting out the boarding actions terrain paint tutorial?
Oof, good question.
we forgot about that one.
There are so many things on the list to do, and unfortunately that's not a hugely high priority.
They will come.
But it will all come in due time.
Yeah, I can actually see a big to-do list here, and it looks frighteningly long. So I'm lucky that I, in fact, don't work here, and this is a one for you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
We do work here.
It was Pierre who's
Heavy
upgraded to
bolters.
become a VT member. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so
Yeah.
much. Heavy bolters. Okay, so 2 5s.
Nice.
That means they're going to go back in. 3s to wound. It's AP 1, but you got cover, so 3 ups.
And you're targeting infantry.
Oh, of course, yes.
so 4 ups.
So 4 ups.
So 1 will die.
Cool. 2
I'll
damage.
just take this guy.
And then everything else was into those other lads. Okay, cool. Let's try some raptors now. I'm going to fire 4 melter guns at your aggressors.
Oh no, not fun. Let's get their data sheet. So what's the AP on a melter gun?
4.
Um,
You will have cover.
yeah. So
on
tell you what,
these.
I'll use Gulliman's. No, I'm not going to use the free strat. I'll just armor of contempt.
Just armor attempt.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so
because I want to save that.
So they do Dart Pact, of course, for sustained.
My bad, he gives me lethal hits as well, the Bogulus. So,
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, that would have made a difference.
It's alright. Well, I'll remember it from now.
Well, you had reroll wounds and stuff.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
So 1 sustain there. I'm Chaos Undivided, so I only get the 1.
Toughness 6.
Toughness 6, so 3s to wound. That is 3 wounds. It's AP 4.
So Arm of Contempt and cover AP 2.
5s.
So 5s. That's how you say
Cheeky. So I'm not within melter range. So the first guy is dead, and the second guy takes a wound.
So I'll kill this one and put that one on 2.
We've just had Tattoo Tabletop come in with a 5 gifted Vanguard Tactics memberships. Thank you very much.
Very nice, thank you.
If you get a membership, please say thanks to James. James, thanks a lot.
Yeah, we do appreciate it. Literally keeps the channel running.
Yeah, your support, guys. Thank you
I've
very
got
much.
a spear. I'll throw. Harkin's got a spear, guys.
Oh.
Harkin's going to throw his
Hooray.
spear.
Whoa.
Are we in
get
Age
ready.
of Sigma now?
Get ready. So obviously same squad. Bang. I've thrown it out of the tray.
Bang.
He does hit.
Oh, toughness 6.
Strength 8.
Oh, so wound.
Minus 3 AP.
So -1, so 4 plus. I fail it.
Flat 3 damage.
So he killed an aggressor. What a guy.
It's sustained hits D3.
Oh.
Wow.
Damn.
Quite cool.
I really like
Damn.
sustained hits more than one on things. You really feel like you start
It's so
to...
good, yeah.
it's very thematic.
Now you feel like a baller when you
Feel like a baller, yeah.
The Land
Like an A10
Raider.
Warthog.
Oh no.
The Land Raider, I'm going to spend my 1 command point.
We'll come back to that.
Oh, but I kind of want it for other stuff, this command point. It's really tough. I'm just going to... Oh, but I do need this dead because it's so incredibly dangerous. I'm going to fire everything at the repulsor.
Okay.
I'm going to spend a command point on Profane Zeal for your hits and wounds.
And you're gonna Dart Pact.
And I'm going to Dart
Okay,
Pact,
so
yes.
we've got a Dart Pact 1, 2, 3,
Everything
4 units.
that's shot.
Cool.
Everything
Oh,
Is,
okay.
this the Land Raider or the Predator?
This is the
shooting?
Land Raider now.
This is actually
this
the Land
is
Raider.
the Land
I'm
Raider.
not going to put up a picture of a Predator this time.
Yeah, cool. Do you want to do any stratagems, Jake?
This is into the repulsor, yeah?
This is all into the repulsor.
Because I've got CP to burn and I've got 3 strats, so I'm not going to spend a free strat, but I am just going to spend 1 CP to, I believe it has the smoke keyword.
Ooh.
It will
It
do,
Double
does.
yes.
check that. It does.
It does, yeah. So I'll make myself, so I'll use the
Come on,
smoke
Mike. It's a
screen.
Primaris vehicle. It has every keyword.
So I'll make it -1 to hit.
Okay, cool.
I'm not going to armor, I could armor Contempt again from Gulliman, but I'm not going to. 'Cause
Okay.
I've got the cover.
Okay.
So.
So the las cannons, re-rolling those
Everything.
hits.
Oh. So
Okay,
3
so
hits.
3 hits. 4s to wound.
Yeah. So for
All wound.
-3.
-3.
So 5 plus. Oh no. Oh, Michael. So
Okay.
this is 3 plus 3d6 damage. I think it is going to die. It's
Oh,
dead.
it's so dead.
Oh no. Does it explode? No, it doesn't. Luckily. So that's 1 unit dead. Oh, 2 units dead. Sorry for your no prisoners.
Yeah, awesome. That's 3 because the Inceptors as well.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
So we're doing.
Nice.
I think we've maxed
You've
that
maxed
anyway now.
that, yeah.
That's all of the shooting. I could just quickly do the battle shocks now, just to keep
Yeah,
people
yeah.
happy.
Do you want to do
I'll just run through them.
So we'll go Chosen.
Chosen, they're fine. Land
Raider.
Raider is not fine, so I'm going to put a dice on it. The Predator is fine. The Guardsmen, there are 7 they need, so they're not fine.
Jake, your hand's in the
Oh,
dice
cool.
can.
The Raptors
And they're
are
fine.
fine.
Cool.
Okay,
So
cool.
what happens when you fail it?
So you take D3 mortal wounds, so the Raider takes 2 and the Guardsmen take 2 as well.
Cool.
Cool. So I'm just going to mark 2 on each
I think
of those.
I think trading 2 mortal wounds for a dead repulsor is quite a nice
I'll
quite
take
a
that.
nice exchange
I'll
rate.
take that.
Does someone say Land Raider is suppressed already, so -1 to hit?
Oh yeah, it's already suppressed.
Oh
It's
yeah.
minus 1
Oh
already.
okay.
Have your
I'll
CP
have
back.
my command
Have your command point back.
thank
Yeah,
you.
absolutely.
How much
Thank
CP
you, good
are you
catch.
on right now?
I'm on
guys?
2.
I'm on 0.
Great.
Right, let's do some charges. The Chosen are going to go for your suppressors.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but I don't think they fail it. I think.
They have failed that.
Oh.
That's very disappointing.
Oh no.
If only you went on 0 CP.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Not good.
Excellent. So the Raptors, I will charge. I think I'm going to multi-charge here.
Yeah.
I do want to get rid of that 1 Eliminator. The Eliminator is within range of the objective marker. So I will charge both units.
Could you just point on just for the top down so I can
Yep.
see?
So this is the Raptors here with Harkin. They're charging the Stern Guard and the Eliminator.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Thank you.
Cool.
That's right.
I was going to heroic for free with Tigirius' cool ability, but there's no point doing that now. So
Oh, you should have told me. I would have just not.
No, no, it's fine. I have a free interrupt, but you failed to charge as well, so I can't do that.
Well, because Sternguard are surprisingly good in combat, aren't they?
Yeah, well, they're surprisingly good in general, Chris.
I have noticed they seem to be a unit which is generally efficient.
Yeah,
So
they get 4 attacks each.
Can't get into base contact because I'd be getting in engagement range of this aggressor.
Yeah, and I could equally.
And I'll move this one
heroic with
second.
them as well.
Oh, we could heroic.
I'm not going to because I'm going to save it for something. I'm
Could
going to
heroic.
save my cool combo. Oh yeah.
Okay. Are you ready to see a cool combo of my own?
No.
So we
I said
are
no.
6. So with 6 models in the unit, I can be within 2 inches of 2. I'll actually move the chainsword one first into base here.
Okay.
And then because they can get into base, they have to, unfortunately. I'd have to move Harken last in order. It's very strange
No,
this, because if I can get into base, I'd have to get into base here, but I also have to make this combat.
Yeah.
So what would happen is I'd have to move all of them here first,
Okay.
and then use the coherency to string out like that.
Yeah,
that's
that's
the only way I can actually
That's
do
cool.
this.
Can I spend a free strap?
Yeah, what would you like to do?
I'm going to spend only in Death Does Duty End for free from Bobby G. So if you do kill any of my Sternguard, they'll get to hit you back.
Excellent. We love it. I
Yes.
don't love it. It's terrible.
No one loves it.
So in
I
the
do.
charge phase, Harken has a really cool special rule. Select one enemy unit within engagement range of this model's unit, and roll 1d6 for each model in this model's unit. For each 4+, that enemy suffers 1 mortal wound.
Oh, and because you have 6 models in your unit, and
Yes.
Harken is into the Sternguard, you are going to do it into the Sternguard.
Yeah, I'm actually going to do this. Oh, but I'm going to have to fight that guy anyway, because I'm not going to be able to pile in far enough to fight here.
No.
So I may as well do this on the Sternguard.
Yeah, it makes the most sense. It'd be silly not to.
Excellent.
So,
1 mortal wound.
because I've got Tigurius, I have a 4+ feel no pain.
Cool, great.
No.
Yeah, we did something.
Is it against everything or just
It's
psychic?
against mortals and psychic attacks.
Oh, I like that. That's a
really
good
strong.
one. Yeah.
It's so good. This guy, who would have thought Ultramarines were good?
So look,
Okay.
look at this beauty. Seb is doing everything. He's running the deck. But he's also managed to get some Seb shots still.
So, before you use your Only in Death stratagem,
Yeah.
Raptors force a battle shock test at
okay.
the start of the fight phase, and it is at -1.
So I'm fine. Okay, so I can do it. So.
Your Eliminator, if you wouldn't mind.
Oh, sorry.
as
He's
well.
fine.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll
We're
just,
Ultramarines.
I'll just not bother with my
You
battle.
know-
Ultramar.
We know no fear, right?
We're
Is that
brave.
still the rule?
Fine.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, let's start with Harken. So his melee weapon has precision.
So you could target my character.
I will be allocating these to
What's his-
Tigurius because I can see him.
What's his AP?
AP 2.
Okay. I'm going to spend 1 CP to arm. Oh no, he has a 4-pin roll anyway, don't we?
Cool.
So,
Oh, if only I'd made them battle shocked.
yeah.
So we've got 6 attacks. I will be doing a pact
Okay.
for sustained.
Yes. So Harken,
Harken, we get the mini war gamer Dave dice.
and it got the
so
6
that
because
gets
it's
that in there.
Harken.
Oh, I reroll 1s as well because I'm Chaos Undivided.
Just mind your head on the.
Sorry.
Is that just? Oh, because you're using a pact.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
No, I just get that all the time. If you're Chaos Undivided, you just get rerolled.
Oh, okay, cool. Nice.
So 7 hits,
I'm toughness 4,
strength 5.
so freeze.
That is 5 saves
Yep.
at -2.
So how much damage is this?
2 each.
So I'm going to have to roll 2 at a time because Tigurius has 4 wounds. So 4+. So he's on 1. 4+. He's fine. 4+. He's fine. 4+. He's fine. So he's on 2 wounds.
Wow.
I mean, I think you should start playing some Custodies there, Jake.
Yeah, well, do you know what, actually? I was sort of tempted to, but
Well, we have a few knocking around the studio.
I know.
That's terrible. So I then have extra attacks,
I
1
wouldn't
extra
mind
attack
him dying.
into the Sternguard, which hits.
Yeah.
And then strength 8.
Oh,
It
definitely
does wound. AP 3, this one.
So, okay.
Okay. I'm gonna leave in a minute.
Sternguard veteran.
The pile-in, I can't actually do anything here. It's just him fighting them. I'll do all of the attacks into that lad,
Yeah.
and there's 3 of us. So
Okay.
the chainsword.
Oh, there we
So
go.
those 2, I reroll the 1 because I'm undivided,
And then that's 5.
and then those 2 go in. Thank you. Strength 4.
So,
That is 4 saves. AP 1.
he's dead.
Excellent. Okay,
He's
that
good.
saves us a bit of time. And then consolidations, because I can now consolidate. I'm just going to move to put a guy here, right next to you, so that you have to base in when you pile in.
Cool. So I will pile in.
Yeah, cool.
I don't actually think Tigurius can fight, you know. Oh, actually, he could go
yeah.
this way. Could he go this way? I can't.
Yeah, well that's...
And then
yeah.
I don't think I have room for Tigurius if I'm honest.
So this guy
he
would
can
go into base.
Oh, and then
3
he would
inches.
go into base.
He'd go into base, then move Tigurius. Okay, cool. So he gets to fight. But otherwise...
I think I'm going to get to fight with 6 stone guard, 7 stone guard.
5. That remember, you're not in base because there's a wall in between you.
Oh, right. So
it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stone guard and Tigurius.
5 stone guard and Tigurius.
Oh, you probably actually could move him. Oh no, because he's not in base.
But okay.
Because he's on the other side of a wall. Can you get Tigurius?
He was there, so I doubt.
I don't think Tigurius can fight in that case.
So no Tigurius.
I'm not sure I like that.
No, that's weird.
About the through the walls thing.
Do they have any other combat weapons? No. Cool. So, but there's 5 that get to fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really like that.
Cool.
Don't really like that.
So.
I also have only just remembered that you're -1 to hit.
Oh, that's fine.
But you're,
I forgot.
on average, you probably take 2 wins.
Just
anyway.
roll 5s anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So freeze. There's no sustained here.
I mean, that was pretty good.
Why do they get so many attacks? Like,
yeah, how many have they got each?
4 attacks each.
4 attacks
Yes,
each?
Michael, yes. I had to check as well. Like,
Well, they're
just the
veterans. They're
wins.
first company Ultramarines, aren't they?
but they're not, well, technically, yeah.
They don't even have a combat weapon. They're
11.
just like...
No, they do. They have a close combat weapon.
Okay, so I'm going to quickly do the leadership test for
yeah.
the pact because it does mean that they have to take the wound first. I have, of course, failed it. So
course.
I'm going to take a mortal wound.
So one's on one.
That's fine. And then these are just 3+ saves. I should have done a few at a time, but thankfully it didn't matter.
Okay, so one's dead
One's
and
dead
one's on a wound.
and a wound. I'll kill one of these guys at the back
Cool.
and put a wound there.
I didn't even need on death's due because they were dying.
Oh,
Oh no,
sorry.
my people. Cool.
All right. Okay, relatively happy with that turn.
So you get, so to round that up,
Yes.
so you're going to get max or no prisoners for the 5, is it?
Yeah, so 5 for no prisoners.
Okay. You're going to get
5 for
5
cleanse.
for cleanse.
Because I now have 2 objectives.
Yeah. But you didn't kill any heroes.
No.
So,
Do I discard that? Because all your heroes are right here.
yeah, they're right here.
And I could do with another CP, so I'm going to discard Assassinate.
Cool.
So that's 10 points there.
Perfect. So, yeah, so my turn, I'm not going to get any primary, sadly.
You're not getting any primary.
No, because I'm not on them.
Jake, what are you playing? You may be handsome, but it
No,
turns
but I'm
out
not good at primary in 10th edition, Chris. I haven't. The best score I've got was last week, which is 81. Okay, but cards-wise, overwhelming force. So each time I kill a unit in range of objective marker, which you've got one
They're
unit
definitely
there.
there. All of these
all
are
of
in
this.
range of this
Cool.
objective marker.
Cleanse. We've gone through that.
Yep.
And behind enemy lines, we've also gone through that. And I have a unit of suppressors still in deep strike.
Nice.
So awesome. Over moment target. I don't know. I'm tempted just to do the Raptors to kill him, but then use Gulliman's.
Stood on half of a dice and it shot across the room.
And then use Gulliman's ability to pick another oath. So just kill the Raptors off really quickly and
Yeah.
then pick another oath.
Cool.
But I am going to doctrine this go.
Right. So there's some battle shocks to do as well after you've done that. But we'll talk through those
Okay.
as it comes up. I'm up to 2 command points, by the
yeah.
way. Are you up to 3?
I'm up to 3.
You're up to 3 command points.
So I could run and shoot, or I can shoot after I move a tank, right? So I can get out of a tank, move out of the tank, and then shoot. Is that right?
If the tank could remain stationary when you got out. Otherwise, you can move with the vehicle and get out and just deploy 3 inches.
But I can't
out of it.
shoot.
You can shoot.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
You can shoot after you get out of the tank,
That's
but you
what I
can't
want to
move.
do. That's what
Yeah.
I want to do.
Okay.
Cool. So I'm actually going to go with full back. So I'm going to go to the tactical doctrine.
Yeah, nice.
So I can fall back and shoot.
Yeah, smart move.
And then, right, what battle shock stuff do you want me to do?
Okay, so Harken's ability means that any units within 6 inches below starting strength have to take battle shock
Okay,
tests.
so this is going to be the Stern Guard. They're fine.
Okay.
The aggressors. They're fine.
It is at -1, but I don't think that's going to make a
Bogulus.
difference here.
believe most of his army
You're all
6.
6+, aren't you?
Bogulus. He's 6. He's fine.
Look, guys, I tried to
that's
make
it.
battle shock interesting. Didn't quite work out.
Right. So I guess we'll go. So I'll do all my stuff, and then if you go top down, then
We'll go
I'll
top down.
Cool.
We'll mute you guys. We'll have a chat.
Yeah, and we'll be right back just after this.
And now for a word from our sponsor, C Studios. They are the experts in providing professional miniature painting services, ensuring your armies always look their best on the battlefield. Whether you're a seasoned veteran or just starting out, C Studios can help bring your miniatures to life. Don't miss out on their quality craftsmanship.
And we are back.
Well, interesting turn.
Yeah, no, 100%.
So, a couple of pieces in chat here. So, in this less lethal edition, the truth is I don't know the answer to this. In this less lethal edition, why are there stratagems like Profound Seal for 1 CP and units like Forge Fiends? I don't actually know what those do together. So if you pop in chat what the combination is, then we can have a chat about it. Well, I mean, Michael's drinking and nodding furiously, so maybe I'll ask him in a minute.
Awesome.
Floor Sweepers Union wants to know when we're playing Eldari versus Death Guard. We played that very briefly, but we never quite got past the first command phase. So
wow.
we elected not to stream that one.
We did not do that.
Yeah, so in all seriousness, when we are picking factions to put on stream, we know that there's no point putting the very strongest factions against those which are going through a kind of rough time right now, because it's not engaging, it's not fun. We'd have finished the game by now, so we do try and kind of pre-balance the games where we can, by putting interesting interactions, don't we?
I think, being at the tiers that there are, it would be interesting to see what kind of plays people would come up with, but it just, at the moment, it's great to see kind of equally balanced games, equally matched. So yeah, like for the stream, for example, we on the weekend we had Eldari, the
Imperial Knights.
Imperial Knights. That was
me.
it, yeah, that was brutal.
Well, I mean that was, and it was a game which I think people enjoyed to the degree of people need to see the good stuff. We need to put the good stuff on channel, and we want to play the good stuff.
No, definitely.
We just got to make sure that when we do it, it goes against someone who can at least take an alpha punch from them.
Yeah, no, that was a great game. If you guys haven't already checked that out, we did like 6 streams.
6 streams, and I think I played 3 of them.
Yeah, yeah, you did actually. That was a long one.
That was a long weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, check that out, guys. What do you think about Eldar seeming to be OP? Well,
look, I think I'm unleashed, and there's no one to rein me in. So
hold on a second.
You know what? I agree that right now Eldar are clearly in a dominating position. I don't think it's realistic to. I'm allowed to say they're OP. They're very, very, very strong.
Yeah.
Workshop have shown that they are willing to make changes quickly when they need to.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there is an update incoming. I think generally accepted wisdom says there must be.
Everything online, it's nice because you can just change it quite quickly. So let's hope for that. Fingers crossed.
Oh, I'm a huge fan of these digital rules. No one's perfect, and it's an always evolving game. So when things do go out of balance, it's much easier and quicker to change it now. So Eldar ROP. I hope that doesn't reign for too long. I'm not one of these people who wants to see the army kind of smashed into oblivion. I just want maybe the edge to be taken off slightly so that everyone can at least make it a game for them.
Yeah, what do you think you would look at? I'd probably look at the Fate dice, maybe. Maybe that could do something. It seems quite dominating.
Yeah, I think Fate dice and the interaction between Fate dice and Devastating Wounds. I'm sure a lot of very clever people have given their input. Anyway, it looks like they finished moving, so we'll come back to this in a second.
Chat, let us know, and we'll get back to the game.
So I've done my movement.
Okay.
There's not a lot to do. So obviously I was in the tactical doctrine so I could retreat and shoot. So the Stern Guard have all just moved out so they can see and shoot this unit of Raptors. This is my first oath target, the Raptors with Harken. The second one is the Land Raider. So the idea is that I'm going to kill this unit and then the Eradicators and the Repulsor are going to have a go at the Land Raider.
Cool, okay.
The Suppressors moved over to this objective to cleanse it just because I want to try and get some points. Because I want to just get rid of these as soon as possible, really.
Yeah.
And then finally, in the far corner over here, my Suppressors have dropped in so they can get me behind enemy lines.
Very cool.
And that's it. So we'll go to shooting. Let's start the Stern Guard, eh?
Okay, let's see what these guys
said
can
no
do.
one ever. Right. So kids, here we go. So I think we're going to save Tigurius till last, I think.
Yeah?
Actually, he's -2.
It's got more AP that might be. I mean, let's be honest. Let's just do the stern guard. I don't think you're going to need anyone else.
Let's just do it. So 30 shots. So 30.
So these are rapid fire 1, but they've got 2 shots base.
Yeah, because I'm using the rifles, not the combi weapons ones.
Cool. Yeah, and they also have heavy as well, don't they? Which is not triggering because you have to fall back. Is that correct?
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
So I mean, they really should have the pistol keyword as well. I think.
No, they've got assault.
I was being facetious.
Oh, I see.
I was being
right.
facetious. Sorry. they have.
I mean, their pistols do have devastating wounds as well.
So freeze to hit, re-rolling.
Good start.
So there's no 6s. This is what I need to win.
Somebody will probably point out the top combos where you get that exploding 5s in with these guys, obviously.
I want Tigurius.
But you can't have a librarian with Tigurius. Sorry, a lieutenant with Tigurius. So.
And I wanted Tigurius.
He wanted Tigurius.
He's my favourite.
Well, yeah, we also again, it's what we were just saying. We would like games to go past turn 1. Yeah.
So 4s.
Though, if we get enough members, we are looking at doing some maybe more competitive style games.
Oh, I'm well
for
up.
members only.
So Michael, that's 9 mortal wounds.
It may not last long, but
I've just taken 9 mortal wounds.
And then I've got my reroll wounds.
And he hasn't re-rolled yet.
Oh, okay, no mortals there.
Rubbish, mate. Why would you even take these?
So that's 11 at -1 now.
Did you even re-roll those or not?
No, those were the actual wounds.
I
didn't want to risk.
You didn't want to risk rolling. I mean, you've got.
But to put in perspective, there's 7 wounds worth of raptors left.
Cool.
So they're all dead.
I've got 3 wounds left on Harken.
And that one.
Oh yeah, of course.
And then you've got these at -1. Oh, look,
he's dead.
Head on dice cam, guys.
So now Oath goes on the Land Raider.
Very
I could
nice.
shoot again if I want with the Stern Guard, but I'm obviously not going to.
Oh, because they can
mad.
shoot again. Is it once a game after
Once
they
per-
kill a unit?
Yeah. So I'm not going to do it because obviously there's something I can see.
Well, it would be too strong if they could do it every turn, wouldn't it?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
So let's go into the. Sorry, I'm just seeing if there's any strats I could play for what I'm about
Shooting
to do.
again, moving
No.
D6 and then shooting again. No.
I'm going to shoot the Eradicators now.
Okay.
And they're going to shoot the Land Raider.
Yep.
So I get 2 shots with the Melter gun. Because they got out, they don't count as remaining stationary.
You do have re-rolls. I'm going to try and mitigate some of this by playing Dark Obscuration for stealth.
Okay. So this is going to be 5s to hit with the Melter gun.
Ooh.
Oh,
That's right, you carry
that's
on.
right.
I
Rerolling.
could have done 2 CP for my version of Armour of Contempt because it costs 2 command points
So-
for me.
Because why wouldn't it?
Why wouldn't it?
I got 1 hit.
Yeah, cool.
5s re-rolling. No.
Excellent.
Then I've got the Melter rifle, so 4s re-rolling. 5s re-rolling. 1 at -4.
4, cool. So 5 up.
Nice.
This Land Raider.
Look at him go. Then the repulsor is going
Sorry,
to shoot.
can we? I've never seen anything quite so disgusting as a smug look on Mike's face just then.
Oh.
I reckon
he wants the Ram
should,
Raider there.
we should
now.
screenshot that, clip it, and change it on all of his VT pictures everywhere.
well,
So I'm gonna shoot the repulsor now if you want.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm tempted just to use a CP just to ignore cover on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You may as well, yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what? I've got CP to burn, so I'll just do it.
Cool.
Just so then the big cannon feels good. So here we go. Freeze to hit. Both hit.
It is 4s to hit, but... 'cause
Oh,
that's stealth.
sorry.
Yeah.
I still
That's
hit.
right.
though.
what
And then-
strategy was that? Sorry.
This is it's called Storm of Fire.
Storm of Fire. That's the one.
So 2 wounds, -4, no ignores cover. So these are on 6 ups rather than 5 ups. Oh,
I'll take 1.
D6 plus 4.
D6 plus 4.
Um,
Egregious.
I won't re-roll it. So that's 7 damage.
Just 7?
Yeah.
Sure.
I quite
Then-
like that gun.
God. So that's 9 taken, which means I've only got 7 left.
Cool. And then this is the onslaught cannon,
Okay.
and then this is 6s, but 6s do devastating.
So you don't you have 4 rerolls to hit from both at the moment?
yeah, I did them.
Okay.
Yeah,
You still missed.
because I still hit. I'm hitting on 4s because.
So 1 mortal,
So 1 mortal.
6 wounds left.
Yeah. Then the twin heavy bolter. So that goes back in.
Yeah, cool.
6s, re-rolling. No.
Okay.
Then the stubs, because I might as well.
Okay, cool. And these are all re-rolling anyway.
Yeah. And then finally the Icarus, I get 1 shot, it misses, but I can re-roll it, it hits. It does wound at -1 with no
Okay.
cover.
I'm okay.
Nice. That's it for that. suppressors in the corner, they could take a shot at the Land Raider.
They certainly could, yes.
Because they got 48 in range.
Oh, easily, yes.
I'm going to shoot it. Because well, no, this won't ignore cover. So
This will not ignore
this
cover.
will just be 2+.
It's still -1 to hit, but you do have both.
Yeah.
Autocannons are damage 3 now?
The suppressors.
2 the suppressors.
2.
Suppressors are
3 on a main battle.
3 on a main battle.
They're 2, but they're hitting on 5s though. I don't think I'm going to.
Oh, right, they're heavy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm tempted just to kill the guardsman, to be honest. Or
I mean, it
could
gets
take...
you points because you're killing something on an objective.
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah. Cool. So 4s to hit.
Mm-hmm. Oh dear.
Oh no, I don't think I will. 2s, 2 at -1.
2 at -1. I get cover. It doesn't matter. 2 are dead. Cool. Just remove the ones closest to you in case there's a charge on the way.
How did he know? Awesome. So that is it. Oh no, sorry, I've got Thunderfire. Thunderfire will shoot with the Chosen.
Okay. I mean, you could do that, or you could try and kill the guardsman. I mean, that's
okay.
because they are worth points.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do that then.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just going to be 6 shots. 4s, 2 hits, 3s, 1 wound, no AP. Okay, so I kill a guardsman.
There's one left.
Very good. I will go for a charge of the suppressors.
Yeah, I don't even know if you're within 12 inches, but you're welcome to just roll it.
No, right, cool. That is it then. So end of my turn.
Okay.
I'm going to get overwhelming fire for 3 because I get 1 unit on an objective.
That's right. Yeah.
I've cleansed an objective for 3, and I've got 4 on behind enemy lines. No, sorry, 2 on behind enemy lines.
Yes.
So giving me. Oh no, I dropped the card.
Behind enemy lines is going to be 3.
Oh, 3 because I'm doing
next
tactical.
Interesting point. So if you've got an attached character like Harken, he would count as destroyed as well. So you get 2 destroyed units, but Harken wasn't within range of the objective marker when he was destroyed. So you wouldn't trigger the extra points.
To confirm, I've got 3 on behind enemy lines, 3 on cleanse, and 3 on overwhelming force. So another 9.
9. Okay. Cool.
And that's it.
All right. Fair play. I'm just happy the Land Raider's still kicking.
Yeah. So start your turn. You're going to gain CP.
Yep.
Primary wise, you're going to get 10.
I'm going to get 10. Yeah. You go up to 3 CP. I
do.
go up to 2. I'll get 10 primary. Let's go through some cards. We have capture enemy outpost. Excellent.
Look at those Terminators.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that CP at the end of the turn.
Yeah.
Overwhelming force, kill you on objective markers. Well, that's handy.
Yes, because I've got quite a few.
And investigate signals, be in the corners, wholly within 9 of the corners. I do have some units that can do that, including the plucky guardsman.
Yes.
All right, okay. Well,
Awesome.
we'll stick with those. The last objective is investigate signals. I'll do his battle shock on camera.
Yeah.
He passes.
Nice.
No, I can't. Not on a 7.
Are you sure? He's a guardsman.
He is 7, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. He's fine. He's absolutely fine.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, well, I'll do some moving.
Okay, so we're going to mute you guys and go to the top down, which is that button and that one. I'm getting good at this. So, close game, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very close.
It's taking shots at each other, taking a lot of shots at each other, and starting to move in now. We may start to see a lot of blood. Anyway.
Well, this is quite interesting. So if you look at how the game is shaping up, we can see. I know the players aren't necessarily keeping direct track, but the scores are obviously very close.
Yeah.
Michael's obviously pulled away a bit on the primary, but Jake's secondary scoring has been pretty solid all the way through. So both players still have a lot of options on how they're gonna play out the remaining 3 turns of the game.
Yeah, we'll see. We've had Andrew McPherson upgraded membership to become a VT member.
Hey, thanks, Andrew. So it looks like we've got a bit of chat here about the Eldari question. So I can't read from over here. My eyesight. Yeah. So Jake says it definitely take.
Joe Hill, are you reading that one?
I am. Yeah. Sorry, my eyes really are going. You read for me. Thank you.
That makes more sense. Oh, we've got something happening. Muted, but we have something happening over on the table.
I'm going to do 2 things.
Okay.
So first thing, because the Land Raider's moved, I'm going to Overwatch him before he moves with the Repulsor.
Love it.
So that's 1 CP. So I'm going to be down to 2. Then I'm going to spend 1 CP to do squad tactics with the suppressors, which now means they can move 6 inches.
Yes.
So
Very nice.
I'm going to move them to block any potential stuff.
Shenanigans.
Okay.
Coming towards me. I like
Yeah.
it.
Go
I
on,
could go-
let's see you roll
Actually,
so
sorry,
many
what I will
sixes.
do, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I may just do it to string over 2 objectives. Actually, just get out your line of sight.
Okay.
So I'll do that. So I'll just sit there and set out line of sight them now.
Cool.
And now I'm going to shoot with the repulsor into the land.
Bring it.
Here we go. Over momented. So big gun. Oh,
come on.
Big gun. Oh. Yes.
Come on.
Okay, this is where we need this to go off. So 2 hits so far. So 4 hits.
Okay.
Okay, come on, come on. None, come on. None. Okay, come on, heavy bolter. 1 hit. Rerolling.
Becomes 2. Yeah.
4 hits. 6s. Oh, come on, come on. 2 at -1.
Got cover, so 2 up. I'm okay.
Then I've got back gun. Ooh. 3. This is the only thing. Being a Marine player is so hard. 1.
I'm beginning to feel like we should have rolled this off camera.
No, there we go,
Yeah,
done.
cool,
Right,
okay.
Cool.
Excellent.
Right, you're muted
We
again.
thought the big laser could kill.
I've
You
turned,
thought wrong.
I've turned the camera off. Back to chat. Back to the real fun.
Land Raiders being back. Yep, that is great. What do you think to that?
Look, Land Raiders are so cool, so iconic. I don't think there's anybody who, if they're being honest, doesn't like Land Raiders being like good and cool in the format. I was a little bit worried at one point that they were going to be too good. I don't think that's the case. I think they've kind of threaded that needle quite well of a big kind of durable tank that actually isn't so strong that you must take 3 of them.
Yeah.
Although I'd quite like to see a Black Templars list with a bunch of Sword Brethren jumping
that would
out.
be cool.
That would be very cool. Not sure how good it would be, but it would certainly be thematic.
How much is a Land Raider? Off the top of your head? It's like 250?
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant money-wise.
Like points? No,
I was about to say,
mine
I
comes
don't know,
with
I just steal them off the shelf in here.
No.
I think they're about 260 points.
Yeah.
I think the Crusader is a bit cheaper because it doesn't have the nice big las cannons on it.
Right, yeah.
And obviously, when they have access to Oath of the Moment rerolls, they get that extra bit of efficiency out of them as well.
Yeah, great. We have a question here. What are people's views on Desperate Escapes? Played our first game last night. My opponent lost his 4 HP Dreadnought after failing a test and tripping over a termagant.
So I like that it's baked into the rules now. I think just wrapping things in combat where you can't get away from them is... I never liked that. So the fact that there's always a way out is good. And you force a Desperate Escape check if you're battle shocked. Is that right, Mike? Yes, that is right, yeah. So I like that it's another consequence of being battle shocked. Losing a Dreadnought by tripping over a Termagant is very funny.
Yeah, you laugh a lot for that.
But I'm not sure that's something which will happen often.
Yeah. We've got Clutch here saying they're running a Land Raider with Death Shroud and Lord of Contagion.
Well, I will agree that one of the best things that you can do in a Deathwatch army right now, Death Guard army, sorry, is run big tanks that don't really rely on being Death Guard. I think there's a base level of kind of effectiveness of some of the units, and that's what I've seen a lot of the Death Guard lists that some of the more devoted players who are remaining true to the faction seem to be teching into a little bit more is maybe a few more Predators, maybe a Land Raider, just find a way to deliver what are still some pretty reasonable data sheets across the battlefield.
Yeah, okay, interesting.
So Eldar, there's still a bit of discussion about Eldari. They are going to be difficult. They are going to be a challenge. There are definitely lists out there which Workshop they're not stupid. They're not going to let the game devolve into who brought Wraith Knights, and if you didn't, then you lose. So I think we'll probably see a few weekends worth of results, and then hopefully some adjustments.
Well, yeah, I believe Steve said before that they change their rules and results through feedback, and the way they get their information is through play. So
yeah,
we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, there's you can look at some data sheets and say, well, isn't it obvious that this is what you should and shouldn't do, but without any actual data to back it up. we need to release the rules into the wild for at least a week or so.
Not that I'm saying go and get stomped, guys, but
so it looks like Mike has finished his movement. So I will go back to Mike and even turn his microphone back on. There we go.
nice.
Cool. Okay, I've moved. The possessed could get wholly within 9 of the corner. The guardsman couldn't, unfortunately. He was over 15 inches away, so he couldn't get there. He's just going to stand there. The chosen advance, they only rolled a 1.
No.
Chosen can advance and shoot and charge, so they can do whatever they want, which is really cool. And the Terminators have finally arrived over in front of that repulsor, thankfully without the risk of being overwatched, because the Raider got overwatched. So we're going to kick off with the Terminator squad, and we've got a really cool ability from that Sorcerer. So Death Hex.
Yeah.
Okay. At the start of your shooting phase, one cycle with this ability can use it. If it does, select an enemy unit within 12 inches and roll a d6. On a 2+, until the start of your next movement phase, each time an attack targets that enemy unit, improve the AP characteristic by 1.
Okay, so the repulsor, you've got +1 AP?
I've got +1 AP with everything against that repulsor, which is really, really cool. And then I will start shooting at you.
Yeah.
So we'll kick off with the Sorcerer. He's got d6 shots, and I'm going to do the overcharge one. Just the 2. Did you want to do any stratagems on this guy?
No, I'm okay. I'm okay. I've got only 1 command point.
So he's got 3s to hit. These guys are Zinch, so there's no rerolls available.
No.
I am, of course, going to Dark Pact.
And what's their Dark Pact?
Their Dark Pact, they're just going to go for sustained hits is good because I do have devastating wounds on my combi weapons, but lethal hits is also good because you're really high toughness.
So that's actually a question I was going to ask you in the last turn was. Obviously, it's going to be determined in some part by the target, but do you have a general preference between sustained and lethal hits if you are offered both options?
I think so. You can build into it with these guys because you can get those critical hits on 5s. But sustained generally, I enjoy sustained more because there's a lot more either lower toughness units out there, and I'm firing tanks, which are generally higher strength value. There's a lot of merit in lethal. I'm actually going to go lethal here.
Okay.
Okay. I can't remember if I rolled any 5s here, so I'm just going to roll it.
I don't believe you did.
No.
Cool.
That's
Okay.
fine.
So these are Zinch, which means I get lethal on 5s.
Okay, cool.
So that is a good reason to do it. I know I'm missing out on potential devastating wounds, but I'll be winning on 6s.
Yeah, skipping a whole step of the damage phase is very good. Which is what you're doing with devastating wounds as well.
Because you have extra AP as well now.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's very good.
I think lethal hits is probably one of the most underestimated special rules in the game at the moment. So I need to wound you.
And you don't.
I do not.
Oh.
All right, I do have a combi weapon. So 2 shots, rapid fire. Excellent. Let's move on swiftly to the Terminators. So I'm going to fire a Reaper auto cannon.
Okay.
Okay. So this is 4 shots, hitting on 3s. I've got no rerolls there,
You
unfortunately.
did get a lethal.
I did get a lethal, so that automatically wounds, and then wounding on 5s.
2.
So 2, it's AP1 becomes AP2.
So 5+. Fail both.
Cool, it's 1 damage each.
So down to 14.
Oh, I can reroll hits because they're Terminators and they did a Dark Pact. That's cool.
Do you want to do that?
That's right, I'll do it for the rest of their weapons. So the rest of them have combi weapons. There are 4 Terminators with combi weapons. So there we go. And they are going to be hitting on 3s.
And you can reroll.
And I'm going to reroll everything because I want those lethals on 5s.
You've got 3 so far.
Okay, so those go out and then I roll to wound with 6s. No.
Right. So 3 minus.
Minus 0, so -1.
So all
That's all right, cool,
cool.
fine.
Triple 6.
Save those 6s for that. And then we're going to fire the main weapon of this game, the Land Raider, at the repulsor.
Oh no.
And I'm going to spend a CP on Profane Zeal. Oh, why wouldn't you?
Reroll
Every
hits,
turn. Reroll hits and wounds.
And give him sustained.
And I'll Dark Pact for sustained, exactly. You get how this army works. Again, I haven't forgotten the Battle Shock test. Actually, I do need to do the Battle Shock test now.
Okay.
No, I'll do the Battle Shock test afterwards.
No, if you're battle shot, you can't use the strat.
I don't think you
I'll
can.
do it.
Shot.
Oh yes, of course he's Battle Shock, doesn't he? So I'd have to do his Battle Shock test. He would fail. I'll just spend my other CP to pass it. That
Yeah.
cuts out a lot of the faff. Sorry, I did forget that he's got 6 wounds left.
So
Back to the Terminators.
right.
I've got an enhancement. If I do a leadership test and I pass, because I did a Dark Pact,
Yeah.
I get a CP.
Okay.
I pass my leadership test, I go up to
So
1 CP.
you've got that CP back.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'll just do their Battle Shock real quick. They're fine.
Cool.
Okay, Land Raider.
Nice.
Profane Zeal. las cannons
Into the repulsor.
into the repulsor.
Sorry.
You can use any strategy
No,
you'd like
it's
to
all right.
use.
I wasn't. I was thinking about maybe armor with contempting, but then there's cover, so I was like,
Yeah,
I'll
well,
be all
cover would stack because you're currently an extra AP against you.
I know.
remember?
I want to keep this command point.
Okay,
It's quite a precious command point,
Okay.
Michael.
fair enough.
Yeah.
So re-rolling those hits. Excellent. So the 6, another one goes back in.
Yep.
I'm not -1 to hit or anything
Not yet.
because that was from some ability, wasn't
Oh
it?
yeah,
I
that
don't
was if
remember
I
what
shot you.
the suppressors.
Which, yeah.
And they shot the guard.
They
didn't
shot the guard. Yeah.
Okay. So 4s to wound.
Re-rolling.
We are re-rolling everything. That is 3 AP 4.
So 6 ups because of cover. I failed them all.
Okay.
I've got 14 wounds left. I do not have
Oh,
14
you do not
wounds
have
left. He is dead. Does he blow? No, he doesn't blow. No blowing.
Oh dear. I was so confident that what we were going to see was the 2 repulsors just pop a Land Raider before it does anything.
Yeah,
Turns
well,
out-
there's repulsors now, huh?
I couldn't do anything. Michael was bossing his saves with on the big lasers. I couldn't do anything.
I'm pretty happy with him.
Yeah, he's
been
great.
really good.
Turns out the way to make a tank better is stick spikes on it.
Does he take mortals? He doesn't take mortals.
And he didn't take any mortals. What a guy.
Cool. So the Chosen will now fire, and there's 4 combi weapons in rapid fire range,
Yeah.
and 1 out, which is the Lord. So I will do those. I will pact, of course, 4 sustained. I'm firing 8, 9 shots with the combi weapons. Gonna get a taste of your own devastating mortal wounds here. Oh wow! Okay.
Oh, that's good. So, so that's 6.
That's 6 extra hits. Yeah.
Oh god.
Thank you very much. I'll switch those out for white ones. And then 4s to wound will be mortals.
Will be mortals. So 1 dead, 2 dead. More than enough. Blang. They're dead. Suppressors go down here. There we go.
They're pretty good, aren't they?
He's at it again. He's looking smug on
Yeah,
camera again.
they're
We're
pretty
gonna have to start
Until
clipping
I
this.
run out
literally-
and go.
Might have been an arc.
Chosen are so cheap, and they're meant to do combat, and they've literally just gone and nuked a bunch of units with their mortals. That's nuts. Predator then has limited options at this stage.
Just the eradicator.
Eradicators and these suppressors.
Okay.
I'm just going to go for the suppressors. Yeah, I'll do a bit both. Split fire, why not?
Okay. So what are you going to split fire?
Actually, I'm going to have to get rid of these suppressors. I'm just going to fire everything at suppressors.
Okay,
again.
cool.
I'll pact for sustained hits.
Yeah.
So the main gun, 2 hits, 1 goes back in.
And then 3
Oh,
wounds.
geez, okay.
I get cover.
You do, it's an extra AP against
so
infantry, so it's AP
4
1.
4 up. So 2 die.
Okay.
And then heavy bolters.
Heavy bolter. Oh dear.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
That's very good actually.
1, 2,
3.
3.
Oh.
Toughness
3?
4.
Yes, I believe so. Yeah.
Cool. And these are all AP 1 after cover.
Yeah. So he's
That'll
dead
do
as
it.
well. Cool. So they're all dead. So you need a pact for this
yeah.
one and a pact for the
For
chosen.
the Chosen. So the Chosen are fine on
Oh,
level
they
6.
love it.
And the Predator is also fine. Cool. Okay. And I did do the Terminator when they were fine, likewise with the Land Raider. That was very nasty. I don't have any charges. I'm too far away.
Okay.
That is the end of the turn.
Nice. So, what are you going to get? So overwhelming force. You did kill.
I did kill these suppressors.
And I don't think.
Oh, the repulsor was that within 3 inches of the objective
He
marker?
would have been, yeah, because he was right behind the eradicators.
Okay, so each time an enemy you score 3 to a maximum of 5, so I get 5
So you get
points
5
for that.
points. Nice.
Investigate signals, I will, if 1 or more, I'll get 2 for that.
2.
So that's just going to be 7 points from the cards this turn. And I will discard capture enemy outpost for a command point.
Very good. Rightio.
Puts me up to 2 command points, I'm pretty sure.
So start on my turn.
How
be
many
on-
primaries have you got?
I'll be at 5 primary because I've got the eradicators on them. I'll get my extra CP, so I'll be up to 2. And then cards wise, bring it down. How appropriate. Deploy, teleport, homer, and a tempting target. So you've got to pick a no man's land objective. I've got to go get it. So obviously it's going to be that.
I'll
somewhere.
pick this one here that I've just put down with these walk talents.
And I'm going to enter the Devastator Doctrine, so I can now
Okay.
advance and shoot my whole army.
Cool.
And
Did you want to redraw any of these, by the way? Because you do have, that is an option, it's a once per
No, it's all right. I'm all
Okay.
right. I think I can do those 2.
Yeah.
Maybe. So I'm going to go Devastator Doctrine so I can advance and shoot my whole army. And Oath of Moment.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's really difficult, actually. Because I'm going to go with the Chosen.
Okay. I'm going to let you in on a friendly secret here.
Right.
They are Nurgle,
Yeah.
so I'm probably going to spend a command point
Yeah.
to make them untargetable unless you're within 12 inches.
Oh, well, everyone's just going to run in
okay,
12.
cool. So long as you're aware of that.
Tell you what, actually, I'll do... The problem is, if I do it in the wrong order, I'll mess it up. Because I could go re-rolls, hits and wounds here. I'm just going to go here, and then I'll use his ability for a free strat.
Okay.
Okay, I think that's probably the best play.
Cool.
Right, so if you go top down and mute us, then we'll...
Well, before we do that, did you say you scored 5 on the primary?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, okay, well, I'll just add that on. And I've also got a question here.
Yeah.
And also, Seb Furland, welcome to VT membership. Thank you for becoming a VT member. Varney has asked a question. Could you please explain how Splitfire works in 10th edition?
Yeah, absolutely. So Splitfire, when you're using a unit to shoot, any of those models can fire a weapon at a different target compared to the rest of the unit. So if you've got 5 intercessors with 5 weapons, you fire 2 at one unit, 2 at another unit. Sorry, 3 at another unit. Yeah. Okay. However, if you've got a gun that has multiple shots, you can't split those shots. Yeah. So if it's one weapon, you can't split that fire.
Okay.
But you can if it's different weapons. Yeah. Nice. Cool. I will also add, I actually wouldn't get a command point for ditching the card because I've already gained a command point via other means.
Okay.
And I've hit that cap per battle round.
That's right. Nice. So yeah, if you go to the top down mute us, we'll go into...
We'll be right back.
We're grateful to have Frontline Gaming as our sponsor. They're a truly one-stop shop for all your gaming needs, from terrain in mats to an extensive range of miniatures in the United States. Plus, their community-focused events are known to foster what we call the Warhammer 40k spirit. So if you want to start playing at events and you're truly passionate about the game, then make sure you attend one of the next Frontline Gaming events.
And we are back.
Okay, wow.
Mephistane's here, morning from New Zealand. Hey, how's it going? Hope you're well. So Barb Gaunts can split fire.
So
yes,
they
I
can.
believe that is true.
Because the unit is got many different guns, so each one could just shoot their gun at a different target if they wanted.
Yeah, it's quite nice.
It's pretty effective, yeah.
Yeah.
Joe Hill is building a World Eaters. Oh, he's building this World Eaters next buys a Land Raider for Terminators. That's cool. So I'm fairly on record for not always saying pleasant things about World Eaters. But what I do like, what I do like is when people really use the whole range as opposed to just the close combat infantry. So I think adding some vehicles to it is definitely something I think is quite cool, because that way they're angry Space Marines, but they are still Space Marines. They're not stupid. They wouldn't just run headlong into fires. So utilizing the transports they have available is definitely, I think, a bit more on brand than people give it credit for.
Yeah, I mean, why run when you could get a lift, get Uber?
Yeah,
Uber's
drive me closer so I can hit my chain axe, right?
Yeah, exactly. Marcus G has asked, where do you guys get all the rubble and scatter terrain from? Really levels up the board so much. Thank you. I believe we get ours from the outpost.
I thought the rubble came from outside in the driveway here, but the actual scatter terrain, yeah, we get terrain from all over. Obviously the terrain pack is Frontline Gaming. We've got a lot of stuff from the outpost. I know they do a lot of hobby supplies.
They do a lot of rubble and stuff. Mike, do you know if that's true? The rocks in here, they're from the Colour Forge, right?
I don't know where they're from.
I believe they do sell a lot of stuff like that. If you're interested in that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like that was very quick, and we are back to the guy. So you're unmuted.
Cool.
And we're even putting a camera at you now.
Nice. So,
sorry, I'm just turning all your models to face the.
So it was quite a quick turn because I haven't got a lot of models left, but I'm going to try and do as much damage as I can. So the aggressors ran, and we managed to determine that the back model could get to here, which was the Boglars. And then that means all the aggressors were in 12, and that's because Mike has a nasty strat to make me, I can't shoot.
You can't shoot me if the model that is shooting is outside of 12.
What's that called?
It's called Dark Obscuration.
Very good.
And this is a Nurgle unit.
So then what that meant is that all of the Stern Guard, so I've made it so 5 Stern Guard can shoot, and all the aggressors can shoot, but that'll be it. I tried to run Gulliman to see if he could go place an objective. Sadly, he's not that fit, so he didn't get a good roll. So
He's a very old man.
Instead, what I've done is, because I haven't placed as many objectives as Michael, I've just sort of built a fortress in the middle of me to be able to hold objectives.
Yeah.
So then hopefully going into my next go, I can get a bit more primary. And that's about it. So if we go into shooting now, because I can shoot everything.
Yeah.
Normally.
Absolutely.
So when do you declare your stratagem?
When I'm targeted.
Okay. So we'll start with the eradicators, and they're going to shoot the land raider.
Okay.
So we'll just do that first.
Yep.
They stood still because they're heavy.
Yep.
And let's do it. So multi-melter hitting on 2s, 1 hit.
With 3 rolls?
No, I didn't oath that thing.
Doesn't matter because you're an eradicator.
Oh yeah, they just re-roll hits and wounds, don't
Yeah,
they?
they do, yeah.
Built-in oath again.
Amazing. Sorry, they both missed anyway, so it's probably good. Okay, they both hit.
Cool.
So 5s with a re-roll. So 1 wound, -4.
Is that it? -4?
Yeah.
Damn.
So D6
Hubris.
damage,
Cool.
4.
4. Not in melt range, so I've got 2 wounds left on this mighty land raider.
Then the melter rifles, both hit. 5s with re-rolls.
Okay.
So 1 wound, -4.
1 wound. Do I bother command pointing it? No.
Okay,
Carry
so
on.
I get re-roll damage, so hopefully I just don't. Okay. No, I'm nervous. Right, so he's on a wound. So that means I'll have to put a shot. Well, actually, I could just put some of the stern guard into him, right?
Yeah, because the rest can't see.
Oh,
can't
okay,
shoot
that's
this
fine.
anyway,
That's
right?
fine. Don't have to worry then.
It also lets them shoot again. Because if you kill
Oh
that
my
with the stern
god,
guard,
I could.
you could then shoot again
Yeah.
here.
Oh my god. How exciting.
Very exciting,
So
yeah.
I'm just going to see, because I don't want to kill... So I could kill... So if I kill 5 with the stern guard, then that's when I start having a problem here. Because I've just measured if you were to take from the front.
Oh, I see, right. Okay.
Cool. So we'll go with the stern guard next anyway. So I'll put the 5 that can shoot into the
Cool.
into the
I
shooter.
will initiate my Dark Obscuration stratagem.
And then I'll put the rest
For a CP.
rest of them into the Land Raider.
Cool.
So I'll do the rest of
I'm
them.
also going to use the Chaos Lord's ability to use a stratagem for free.
Okay.
And I'm going to use...Infernal Rites, I think it's called. Yes, it is. Which is Armor of Contempt is going to reduce the incoming AP by 1.
Nice. Oh, so we'll start with the Land Raider.
Okay.
So this is freeze to hit. Very good. And then it's going to be 6s to wound, but 6s will do
Need a
more.
single roll of a 6, is that right?
I did it.
Yay,
Everyone,
it's done. It's
everyone
dead.
clap. Everyone
It's
clap.
dead. Does it blow up? It does blow up.
And it did deadly demise. Yes! Oh no.
We've got a button for Deadly Demise, hang on. Oh, there we are.
So the Chosen, 2 mortal wounds. Yes, 2 mortal wounds. It's D6. The Warp Talons, 5 mortal wounds. We
How
love
brutal.
it. We don't love it. I hate that.
I lied.
And then the Prince takes 3. He does have Feel No Pain 5+. He takes 2. So he's got 8s left. And that's that.
Cool.
Goodbye, Land Raider. You have served me incredibly well.
And you've got me some points, Land Raider.
So given how spectacular he has been, I think the Deadly Demise is just a kind of glorious exit for that.
Yeah.
level.
It's the Chaos Gods.
So how much CP are you guys on now?
I'm on 1.
I'm on 1 because I spent 1 on Dark Obscuration and then I've done Infernal Rites for free.
3, wasn't it? Yeah.
So then this is the rest of the Stone Guard into the Chosen.
Sure.
So you're hitting. I'm hitting you on 3s, right?
So I get stealth as well as.
Okay. So
yeah.
4s. So 4s re-rolling.
Cool.
Doesn't look like it matters. Okay, cool. And then
All right.
4s re-rolling, but
Yep.
6s are immortal wounds instead.
Cool.
Do I just? I'm not going to pick them all up. Cool. So that is 10 at -1.
No mortals.
No.
That's surprising.
Take.
So this is all 3s because I've reduced your AP.
Yeah.
3 go through, kills one that was wounded, takes 2 off the other one. This Chosen have
Okay.
3 wounds each.
Do I have to shoot? Okay, this actually, don't worry. I was just about to ask a really stupid question. I was going to be like, do I have to shoot the same unit I shot? But the unit would be dead. So, so instead, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to shoot them all. I'm going to do the same split. So the 5 that can shoot the Chosen will.
Yep.
But the rest that can't, which I think is only 3 of them are going to be in range, will shoot the Warp Talons.
Okay, cool.
So I'll do the into the Warp Talons first.
Yep.
So freeze. Oh, okay. Maybe not.
I'll take it.
Then, cool.
How many was that? 2, was it? 3, was it?
None.
Okay.
Okay. However, here. Oh no. Well, thank you, Oath of the Moment.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Oh, that was better.
That was much better.
That was much better.
Cool, okay.
And then 4s and 6s will do devastating.
Mm-hmm.
And I can re-roll this. So 2 devastating, 4 so far. I'm going to re-roll those. So 7 at -1,
7
but
at
you
minus
don't
1.
care.
Yeah. And just for reference, you apply all the mortal wounds after all of the normal damage. Which is a fair bit, actually. So you'll kill the one that's wounded, kill another guy, and 2 more wounds. We'll leave 1 on a wound left.
Oh. Cool.
We'll take a combi weapon.
Is Bobby G in range to finish him off? Yeah.
No, Bobby G, no, because he can't shoot them because he's not within 12.
Oh.
However, Bobby G is in range to let a unit use a free stratagem.
Okay.
And I'm going to use Storm of Fire,
Yep.
which means that, so on them for free, the aggressors, which means that I get a Norse cover.
Yep.
And because I'm in the Devastator Doctrine, I get an additional AP.
Yep.
And because I'm also in the Devastator Doctrine, Bolter Discipline will give me sustained hits on 5s.
Yep.
Well, to be exact, it gives me critical hits on 5s.
Yep.
Which means that my lethal hits from my Bogulus will let me also do it.
Yep.
Biologist.
Yeah, whatever he's called.
Bogulus.
I'm gonna do the blast first.
Okay.
So 4d6.
Yep.
So that's 10, 18.
Jeez.
So
Okay.
22.
22. Yes.
Yeah.
22.
I sometimes feel my only contribution to these streams is to correct people's pronunciation.
Bogulus.
Pronunciation.
So 4's re-rolling.
There's no O in there.
Yeah, true.
This is 4's re-rolling, but 5's automatically wound and give me another.
Oh well, I'll just hold on to those, shall
Yeah,
I?
you
So there
could.
are 7.
7.
8.
Is this lethal with sustain?
Yeah.
Is that what's going on?
Yeah. This is the wombo combo.
Okay, so 10.
Okay.
But then I'll still need to roll 10 wound rolls. Because basically what happens is when it comes to lethal and sustained,
Yes.
it means the one that actually hit will automatically wound now, but the other one just becomes
Yes.
a wound roll.
And this is each 5.
Yeah. Because it's not critical hits for lethals, it's just I get critical hits on 5.
Is this wounds, is it?
Yes, this
Oh,
is.
okay,
Yeah.
right.
Reroll. So that is 18 at -2 because you're the closest unit that I'm shooting,
Yeah.
and because of Storm of Fire. But you're going to reduce my AP by 1, so this is going to be only -1.
Oh, you have ignor's cover.
And
Anyway,
I have
so-
ignor's cover because I'm in
So
Storm
this
of
is
Fire.
4s. That doesn't look good, but it's actually probably not terrible.
Just mind your head and camera. We
Oh,
can't
sorry.
see that.
That's, okay, it's a bit below average, but that's fine. So kills 1, kills another one, kills another one, kills another one. So 4 and a wound carries over.
Cool.
That's
And then
good.
I get to
Four.
fire the bolters.
Yep.
There's more?
Yeah.
Well, while you gather those
Why
dice,
wouldn't there be?
Tattoo Tabletops has come in with another 5 gifted memberships. Thank you. Guys, please make sure to say thanks. James, we appreciate you. Thanks a lot. And remember, guys, we are working towards members' goals to get more content
These are
for you.
what
So the
rings,
more members we have, the more stuff we can make for you, really.
Okay, so
So
this is 12.
thanks a lot, James.
Did you do the sustain?
Always appreciate it.
Yeah. So they all auto wounded
Yes.
those 5s, and then I did that's why I
Oh,
rolled
members
those
goals.
Was
What did we
expecting
have
to
to
have more
get
than this.
before
You
we
got
can
three
do a
each, haven't you?
calendar?
3 shots each.
Yeah.
A calendar.
12 shots.
Yeah, I can't remember the extra.
Yeah. So you
what
got
that
sustained
needed
on
to be.
5s.
So
I think it might.
I don't
So
think it's
I
on the
rolled
list.
6 5s.
No, we got
Twenty,
Steve to
20.
agree to it.
And wounded.
Maybe it's 1,000. I don't know.
But then I rolled. Then I only hit with 6.
1,000?
Okay.
1,000?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jake,
Right,
okay.
okay, cool.
Jake, what was the member goal we needed before we were going to do the calendar?
Oh God, I can't remember. It kept changing because it's just so in demand. It's the only reason you would do it, to be honest.
It's why I made 4 new accounts.
Yeah. 2 hours, it seems.
Chris is currently money laundering. Right, so 12 saves -2 but -1.
Okay. Okay.
Crazy, isn't it?
Cool. So two. All the chosen are dead. Hold on.
Amazing.
So 1 kills that guy. That kills the other 2, and I take a wound on the Lord.
Okay, so because the Lord's now a separate unit,
Mhm.
does he get affected by the stratagems that you used?
He does not.
So I can now shoot him with Gulliman.
You absolutely can. Yeah.
Cool. Right. That's what I was getting at. We went the long way round there.
That's
No,
correct. So
that is correct.
for the rest of the unit that was currently shooting, it had essentially already been declared and was happening.
Right.
And at that point, they are one combined unit.
Okay.
They are now a
new unit.
a new
Yeah.
unit is immediately created.
I don't like that.
But
It's
it
not
also
very nice,
means
is it?
if the unit was oathed, he doesn't oath the.
Yeah, so I won't get reroll hits.
Yeah, so oath at the moment is gone as well.
Yeah.
I'll take what I
So
can
2
get. Then.
hits, 2 wins.
Who's shooting?
This is Bobby.
I've already used the Nurgle strat. He can't use another one for free.
Yeah.
Again. Okay. Cool.
Okay, so 2 wounds, minus...
Yes, that's right. Sorry.
2 wounds.
So confusing when you get to do 3 strats.
2 wounds -2.
2 wounds, -2. The first one, I'm okay. The second one, I'm also
loved
okay.
it. Awesome.
4
Then
wounds left on Scimitar.
Thunderfire Cannon will shoot at the Warp Talons.
Okay.
So that's going to be 9 shots. 4s, so now they're reduced movement. 3s, to see if I can kill one. 2 at -0.
2 at -0.
Please.
They're okay.
But they are -2 moves.
They are -2 to their
And
move.
that is going to be that. So,
Okay.
end of the turn, I'm going to get bring it down for 4. 5, sorry.
5, yep.
I'll get bring it down for 5.
Yep.
Chris?
Bring
It down for 5.
I was just looking at chat.
And
You'll be here when I get back
That's
to
fine.
you.
And then I'm going to discard Tempting Target to give me a command point. And that's me.
Okay. Cool. So I am going to get. Oh no, I don't have anyone in range of this objective marker. 10 primary points because I'm on 2 no man's land objectives. Any battle shocks to do? No battle shocks to do. So you just draw on cards.
Yeah.
Let's see what we get. It's turn 4. Bring it down. Okay.
Does it say monster?
Monster or vehicle.
I believe Bobby G's a monster.
Okay.
He is, so you
So I have to
can't
kill
get
Bobby
rid of it.
G. Interesting. Attempting target. Which no man's land objective would you like me to take?
That one.
That one. Are you sure that one?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Defend stronghold. Okay, I'm happy with that one. I go up a CP to 2 command points now.
Cool.
And Jake, how many are you on?
I'm on 3 because I discarded a card and then I got one of the stuff.
Yeah.
So Mike's on 2, Jake's on 3.
Okay.
So, Mike, for your defend the stronghold,
Yes.
you need to remain in control of your home objective, don't you? So
Yes.
if you lose guys who are currently on it, so you get shot, for example, you wouldn't score it.
That's right.
Jake doesn't need to actually take it. He
No,
just
I just
has
have to
stop
get
it.
That's
rid of
right.
it,
Yeah,
Got you,
that's
cool.
absolutely right. Yes. And then tempting target. You've chosen that one.
I've chosen the one with all the models around.
Bring it down. Do I spend a command point to re-roll something here? No. No, it's fine. We're fine. Okay. Cool. Well,
Okay.
do you want to mute me then? Mute us, and then go to top down.
Look at that. Okay, what's going on in
Smooth
chat?
operation.
I'm getting good at this.
Yeah.
So, love that member score setting. Yeah, we love it too. I love these graphics. You know, every time I come down, the guys have done more work.
Yeah, well, anything to improve. Guys, if there's anything you'd like to see us try and make, let us know. We might not be able to, but it's always good to know your feedback.
No harm in asking.
Yeah. We've got Prometheus. We recommend people join the Discord after becoming a member. Great place to discuss 40k. Mike even helped earlier with my rules query regarding if you can overwatch whilst being in combat. Helpfully explained where and how the rule interacted.
So, quite interestingly, Mike, we're talking about overwatching while being in combat here. So I'm just going to run through the. Yes, please do. Yeah. So, sorry. We talked about that when we got to the studio this afternoon. So, vehicles and monsters can, in fact, overwatch while they are in combat. And it's due to the very precise wording on the Overwatch stratagem. So the Overwatch stratagem says that a unit can overwatch if it would be eligible to do so in the shooting phase.
Oh, right.
So
okay.
because the and the debate was between whether the big guns never tire, which I don't believe is a button on here.
I don't think we have it.
I mean, it'd be quite niche if you did.
Yeah.
Would trigger because out of phase rules often don't.
Yeah.
But because of the way it's worded and the example given in the designer's commentary, we came to the decision that yes, you would be able to overwatch with a vehicle or a monster, even if it is locked in combat. I think that's the way it was always intended. But we definitely had to sit and just follow the logic of the ruling through just to confirm and double check that. So I think Mike's popped that back in the Discord and just to make sure that there's no ambiguity anymore.
Yeah, no confusion. Awesome.
But these are the kind of like really detail-oriented things that, Mike addresses or the guys address in the Discord.
Yep.
So completely agree. Prometheus is absolutely right. Get in the Discord. It's a great place to engage with the team. Especially if you've got a question which is like quite complicated and might require a bit of interaction back and forth.
Yeah.
It's a good kind of way to get the clarity that you're looking for.
Yeah, and we'll have loads more stuff like that coming with the Academy, which will be on its way.
Very soon, I think.
Yeah, so guys, keep an eye out for that.
Yeah. And Rhino Gaming says, are there any link for the list? I think they're in the description.
I believe they're in the description.
And if they're not in the description, then we'll put them in a comment. But I'm fairly sure they're in the description.
and then we've got War.
Go on.
It does. Wardion.
Wardion de Lure? I like
Maybe.
it, yeah.
I'm not sure. Or Wardian.
Wardain
Okay.
to Wardian.
I
like
I
you,
don't
yeah.
know if you pronounce that bit. But hi, Ola from Spain. Hi,
Hola.
welcome to the stream. Hope you're well.
Yeah, and I love listening to. I love listening to Say Give It a Crack.
Okay, wow.
Hey, I
Makes me
make
feel really
mo-
anxious,
Hey, you've listened to me make up Latin as we go along.
No,
so
that is true. Fair enough.
the least you can do is have a crack at some Spanish.
Yeah. Well, it looks like they're already good to go, so we will switch back.
Okay, twilight hours of the game. Turn 4, bottom of turn 4. I've moved Sevatar, the Chaos Lord, up, ready to set up a charge. Jake chose not to overwatch.
I'm going to save it for the combat.
He's
For
saving
the
it.
charge, sorry.
The Demon Prince has advanced. Is Slanesh. I'm going to spend a command point here on...
Do you spend it now or do you spend it in the charge phase?
it's in your movement phase.
Okay, cool.
Unnatural Swiftness. Yeah, that's the one. So I can shoot and declare a charge in a turn in which I fell back. If I'm Slanesh, I can do it when I advance.
Oh, cool. Nice.
So that's that one. So take me down to 1 CP left. The Predators come out to hold this objective. The Terminators are they're within 11 inches of Gilliman, but he's lone operative, so I can't shoot him with all of them. Only one of them will be able to shoot him. So let's move swiftly on. I'm going to do the ability to increase AP with the Terminator Sorcerer, and that is going to be within 12 inches, so on the Eradicators.
This is the Sorcerer's data sheet, like special,
That's
like the kind of replacement psychic power, yeah?
Exactly that.
This is his psychic power. Ooh, he
So
does.
that's done.
Does he do any
Excellent.
special on a 6? Or?
No, that's it really. Yeah,
He
that's
reduces,
it.
does he reduce it by 2? Like an overcut?
I think it's good enough as it is, guys. And then we'll kick off with his unit shooting at the Eradicators with, I'm just fire all their weapons there.
Yeah.
Okay, I will do a Dark Pact,
Okay.
and I'm going to roll the leadership for the Dark Pact. I pass it on a 6,
Yeah.
which means I get a CP, taking me up to 2 because of that
Because
enhancement.
of the cool thing, yeah.
So we may as well kick off with the Sorcerer. So he's got D6 shots, 5, and then we're going for sustained this time.
What AP is all this?
This is AP2 going to AP3 against you.
Okay, I won't bother then. I won't
Okay.
bother doing that on the content.
The rest of it is combi weapons, so it's
Yeah,
going to be
so that's why.
and
yeah.
infantry devastating wounds. So hitting on 3s, re-rolling because I've got the Terminator squad there, and he's in it, and then the 6 will explode. And then strength 6, so 4s to wound, I believe you're...
Yeah, I'm toughness 6, can grab it.
so AP3 with
I
the...
get cover
buff.
for 2 of them.
Yep.
So I'll take the 2 in cover.
Cool.
So AP3, so I'll be 6 up now, 5 up with cover. So what damage is it?
D3 each.
Okay, so if you do
So the first guy,
He's
3,
dead.
and the second guy, 2.
2, so that means this one would be on cover, which fails it, so
Okay,
it'll die
cool.
as well. So.
I'll roll, so I should have done hazardous for him last turn.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to roll that the same time I roll hazardous
Because he wouldn't have
this
killed
turn.
him anyway. So.
No, yeah, it's only 3 mortal wounds. Then his combi weapon. So reroll hits. Cool, 2 hits, and then we're looking for 4s for mortals here.
So one's down to 2.
So yep, he's down to 2 wounds, and then I may as well just do the combi weapons here because he's only got 2 wounds left. So 8 combi weapon shots. That's pretty
Ooh.
good. Reroll the 2 there.
You just need 2 4s, Michael.
So the 6 explode
I
as well.
think you can do it. 2
Probably
4s.
okay, yeah.
Oh, that's all you need.
He's
Hey, you
There
did
you go.
it. Right, and
There
then
you go.
2 hazardous rolls.
Yeah,
for the
I'll
one
do 2 hazardous rolls. I'll do them one at a time. So the first one last turn, and then the one this turn. Take 3 mortal wounds.
Okay.
I'm not going to re-roll it.
No. How many wounds that put him on?
That'll put him on 2 left.
Is a hazardous check one of the things you can reroll with a CP?
Yeah.
It is, because
Yeah.
it's been added to the list, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's cool. I
Yeah,
like
it's
how you
pretty
can
cool.
re-roll a hazardous.
Okay. So the next shooting to do is going to be, I think the Prince has a gun now, which is actually pretty good. So he's going to fire his Infernal Cannon.
Okay.
So how cool do those int cards he's using look on the camera there? These are out this weekend, I believe. Available from
Everywhere.
well everywhere. Yeah,
Pretty much.
everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big thanks
Yep.
to Games Workshop for sending us
Maybe
these. They
not
make life
Tesco's.
so much easier.
They do, yeah.
Maybe we can't get him in Tesco. You could probably get him.
Oh, did you want to do any stratagems on these Stern Guard?
Oh, well,
So
wait,
that's-
what AP is it?
This is AP1. 2 damage.
Okay, I will do it because I think there's going to be more coming at me. But
Okay,
I won't
yeah,
use a
fair
free
enough.
strat. I'll just spend
You'll
the
just
CP,
spend
yeah.
the Armor of Contempt.
Because I've got a million ways to do free stratagems now.
You're -1 to hit.
Yes, I am. 'cause
So
of
I'll
Tigurus.
take that off, and then I will, of course, be doing sustained 1 as my thing. Strength 5 doesn't wound you. battle shock test for the Terminators. So just quickly do that. They're fine, and then the Prince also fine.
Cool.
Okay. Cool. I think he's got a thing on his enhancement that might force a battle shock check. Yes. So you'll have to do a battle shock test on your Stern Guard.
And I'm fine.
Cool. You're absolutely fine. And then we'll move on to the Lord, who will just shoot the guys in front of him with his combi weapon. So 2 hits because it's not Tigurius' squad. So 1 mortal wound.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, because it's combi weapon.
2.
Then we're going to fire the Predator. I'm going to fire everything at the Stern Guard.
Yes.
And you've already done Armour of Contempt, haven't you? Just need to remember that you're -1 to hit.
Yeah.
I didn't declare the Dark Pact here, I won't bother.
No, there's not much point.
He's only got 4 wounds left. So the Predator will Dark Pact for sustained.
Yeah.
The main cannon hits all of the times, but no,
it doesn't.
the 3s miss because you've got Tigurius.
Yes.
1 wound, it's going to be AP 2.
2, but AP 1,
Yeah.
so 4+. All good.
Cool, excellent. Heavy bolters, looking for lots of 5s, 2 5s.
Nice.
And then 3s to wound, so you've got 4 wounds there. It's AP2 goes to AP1.
So 4 up, 2 failed, so the 1-on-1 wounds dies, and then he'll die.
Cool. Combi weapon is within 12, so ba-bang. 1 exploding hit, that misses.
And then
We're looking for 4s really, so 1 mortal wound.
So 4+,
Nope.
because of Tigurius.
Cool.
This guy's such a baller.
He is. Oh, the Havoc launcher is 6 + 2, because you were 10 before I started shooting. So,
It's 8.
yep, excellent, thank you. And then 4s to hit. Those go in there.
Nice.
Thank you. And then 3s to wound. There you go. This is AP nothing, so 3s.
So 3 up.
Okay.
The 1-on-1
guy.
wound dies. There we go.
Cool. That is all of my shooting.
Very good.
I'm now going to charge you. Would you like to Overwatch?
Yes, I'm going to Overwatch for free with Tigurius' unit, but not
Okay.
using Bobby G, using Tigurius' ability.
Awesome.
So I don't know who to shoot though. I'm tempted to just shoot the Chaos Lord.
Okay. So I'm going to declare a charge. Ooh, well, I may as well declare a charge with the Prince, right?
Well,
to force the decision.
Well, I don't have to shoot him,
No, but if he gets into combat with you, you can't Overwatch.
but I can choose to Overwatch before you move a charging unit.
Yes.
So
So I'm
that
going to
means-
start with the Prince.
Yeah, so then I'll shoot the Chaos Lord.
No, it's when a unit is selected to.
But
charge,
I don't
if that
have
makes
to
sense.
shoot that unit, do I?
So I would resolve his charge.
Oh, right.
If you get me, do you get me? So
Not
you do
really.
Overwatch when someone starts or ends a charge move.
Okay, so I'm going to do it as the start of your charge move.
Yes.
Then meaning I can shoot whoever I want.
No,
No.
you have to shoot the unit that is doing the move.
So you can only if Mike chooses to charge with the Demon Prince first,
Right.
then the only unit you are able to Overwatch is the Demon Prince.
Okay, that's fine.
It,
I'll shoot him either way.
it's why in the movement phase where it goes sequentially, you have to keep interacting back and forth with your opponent as they're choosing which unit to move.
Yeah, I'll still do all that. So I'll just shoot the Demon Prince. So
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Just roll so many sixes and
Six,
just punk it out with
7.
devastating
I mean,
wins.
you could. You absolutely could. He's
So-
got 8 left.
6s.
Okay.
Oh no.
I mean, good start.
Okay.
That's 10 hits. Oh no, you don't have
I
sustain.
don't have sustain,
Right,
okay.
okay.
1 mortal wound. What toughness is he?
Toughness is 9.
Oh, so just a mortal wound then.
Okay. I do have Feel No Pain. I'll do that in a minute.
Yeah, and then I'll overcharge Tigurius.
Oh,
he's-
I guess you could CP reroll the hazardous.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah. So 8 shots,
Very nice.
1 hit, no wounds. Does he die? No. Okay, so just 1 mortal
Just
wound.
1 mortal wound. I do ignore it.
And that was free because that's Tigurius' Master of Prescience.
Sick.
So I don't have
Right.
to. I don't have to spend CP.
I like
to-
Tigurius.
Yeah,
I think
he's
he's very
cool.
good. Okay. So charge move. 8. I have to end in base contact if I can. I will end in base contact here.
Okay.
So there we go. And then the
Chaos
Lord
Lord.
will charge. Oh, yes, thank you. I was like, are you going to Overwatch again? But of course, you can't.
And then
I have to go into base contact.
I want to do something cool.
Yeah? What are you
I
going to
don't have to declare it yet though.
Okay, cool.
So sorry to be very
That's all
obvious.
right.
Right.
Just
So-
creating suspense.
Just going to check any if I make you battle shock or anything when I've finished moving. Nope. Oh, when I end a charge move with the Prince,
Yeah.
I roll a dice for each of its wounds remaining, which is 8,
Okay.
and 4's are mortals.
Okay.
Is there any cap on that?
No. Oh,
4
cap of
plus?
6. Cap of 6.
So I failed them all. So one more dies.
Cool.
And one's on. Oh, I can't actually take that one.
So it's like your kind of built-in pseudo tank shock.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. I like
It's a
that.
That is
Nice
sick.
data sheet ability, actually.
Alright. Who are you going to fight with first?
How many command points have you got?
I got 2.
2 command points. Okay. Well, this is a difficult decision, isn't it?
Yeah, because I can.
I'm
I
going
can
to
do something
fight with the Lord first.
Okay. And how good's the Lord in combat?
So the Lord, let me find his rules. I think I've had them in front of me. The Lord. See, the only issue with all of these cards is they go
When you
everywhere.
lose them.
They're all slippy.
Oh, he's right there. I can see him.
You can see him?
I'm looking at the chaos.
You're looking
Lord.
at, there he is,
There he
right.
is.
Thank you, thank you. So I'm going to use his once per battle at the start of the fight phase ability.
Yeah.
So it increases his strength, attacks, armor penetration, and damage of his melee weapons by 1.
Okay.
He's got a demon hammer. So it's going to be 5 attacks. 6 attacks now. Hitting on 3s.
Yeah.
Strength 8 minus 2 flat 3.
Okay.
Sorry, strength 9 minus 3 flat 3 damage. Devastating wounds.
Okay, so I'm gonna use Gulliman's free stratagem to allow them to only endeavours duty end.
Awesome.
Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
I like it. I like it. I just wonder if there's anything I could do here to. I don't think there is a stratagem for fighting in
Well,
combat.
luckily, there's only 6 to choose from now.
Yes, there's only 6 to choose from. Reroll 1s to hit. I'll do that. I'll spend a CP on reroll 1s
Yeah.
to hit.
What's that called?
It's called Profane Zeal. Because he's not undivided, he only gets reroll 1s to hit and wound.
Yeah.
So he's got 7 attacks.
Very good.
I will sustained hits 1 with my
With your
Dark
dark
Pact.
pack.
Okay. The 2 does miss.
And then toughness 6.
Toughness 6. So this is going to be strength 9.
So
this is 3s.
3s and 6s are devastating.
6 is devastating, and I re-roll the 1s.
Oh, very good.
Oh.
Definitely. Cool.
Okay, this is AP 3.
So 6 plus. So I fail them all.
Ooh,
How much damage?
flat 3 each.
So that will kill all of them, and then the mortals will go on the Bogulus. So where is he? Where is he? He's
the
on.
He's the
now,
data
isn't
card,
it?
guys.
He's on 3. He's on 2 wounds left. All the aggressors die, but they will get to fight because of
Yeah.
it only does death does GV end or whatever.
Yep.
And cool. I don't get sustained though on my fists, which is sad.
But you do get lethal.
I do get lethal though, which I'm happy about.
Lethal punches. Wow.
So 1.
Every shot's a haymaker.
So 4s to hit.
I just want to chime in. So I can't use Infernal Rites for Armor of Contempt here
Okay.
because you haven't selected a unit to fight with.
Oh.
This is just your ability.
Love
okay?
it.
Just a
What toughness
little
are
bit.
you?
Toughness 4.
Okay, so 2s.
I'm just a regular dude.
So 5 saves, minus 2, flat 2 damage.
Cool. I could use the free reroll here potentially. So
What's how do you get a free reroll? Oh, because he could.
because I could do a CP
free
reroll for
strat,
free.
yeah.
So he takes 2.
He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. He's
Ooh,
dead,
so
but you just.
I'm
could
obviously
use a
going to
free
use my
reroll.
ability to do a free command point reroll.
Oh, so he dies.
So close.
Sad day in Toy Town for everyone.
That's right.
Dragged
Pretty
down
sure I
by a
can trade
dead
that.
aggressor.
Hey, and then Michael.
I'll take that.
And then
Yes.
I'm going to spend 2 command points so I can interrupt with my stern guard.
Very cool.
So
Where is it? There we go.
Counter offensive.
and then bang, bang. Cool. Right. So stern guard, 4 attacks each for some strange reason.
Mm-hmm.
No, 1, 2, 3.
Do I
4.
give myself fight on death on a 4?
Why is mine 3 and yours is on a 4?
No, I'm fine.
Like,
He's a boss. He's okay.
Here we are.
He'll be all right.
So,
That Lord though, he's pretty good.
Bogulus is really cool. So freeze.
Okay.
6s, this will be. Just got to try and whittle him down. I'm hoping Tigerius is just going to smack him, to be honest. 2 at no AP.
Okay.
Come on, Tiggy.
Oh, he takes 1, or does he? If you want to pay him 5 up, he does take 1 wound.
Then Tigerius. Oh, 4 hits.
5s?
Oh,
dear.
Tiggy. But
Okay.
I have got now more models on that objective just in case you whiff it. So
Yes.
that was my goal.
I'm now going to attack you.
And I've got that objective and I'll have that objective.
can
Oh,
you
did
put-
you want to charge of the
Can you
10?
put even more of the objective?
Oh yeah, of course.
Because
I
like
don't.
when you,
Tigurius could pile in there.
yeah, and the guy
And
next
the
to
guy
it.
could also pile in.
Yeah, he'd go in base contact, which would give
Yeah.
you the space.
Cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's all about getting that OC number up. Got to
I
pump those
probably
numbers up,
wouldn't
Jake.
charge.
No.
No, because you'd interrupt with Gilliman and probably hurt the unit
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
And it's an 11 anyway. So. Right, the Prince has 6 attacks.
Okay, you're -1 to hit.
I am going to go for sustained 1, unsurprisingly.
Yeah.
So 2s, sorry, 3s.
threes.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh no.
Oh, dear.
Tigurius coming in clutch.
So that goes back in there.
Okay.
And then this is 2s to wound.
Yeah. So 3.
So that is 3 wounds. It's AP 2.
So 5 up. So 3 failed.
Yeah, it's flat 3 damage each.
So I've still got more AC than you.
Yes, you are now going to have to take a battle shock test.
Oh, okay.
Because I've hit you.
And I'm alright.
Yes.
Do you need a battle shock for your ability?
Oh yes, of course.
Just
Yes.
because might as well just do it. But
He's fine.
it was good.
He's fine.
Cool. And that's it.
Okay, I'll do one for the Predator. I don't remember if I did it or not. The Predator would take walls. I don't remember if I did it or not, but we take 3 walls. That's
Cool. So at the end of the turn then.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me your points.
Do not get Bring It Down. I do not get Tempting Target.
Because you don't hold.
Nope.
No.
So I don't get any of those. I'm going to get rid of. I don't know which ones to get rid of. I'll decide that, but we can go
Okay.
over to you.
So my turn.
How many primal we got?
Well, I need to do. So do I do battle shock? So sorry, this is the other thing.
Mm-hmm.
Do I declare my ability? So like, could I say Gulliman will let me use a free strat and then take my battle shock?
yes,
done at
so
the start
you
of that.
are the
Yeah,
active
absolutely.
player,
Yeah,
so you
absolutely.
pick
So
your
I'm going
order.
to do that because it just means then if I fail it, I could just use Gulliman's free strat if I really
Yeah,
want
of
to.
course.
We're in the same bravery.
So Tigurius, he's fine though, so we're all good. I will still would do that anyway. So that's going to give me 15 primary,
Okay.
which is what I really needed. And then in terms of cards, assassination, no prisoners, so kill stuff basically.
Awesome.
so
which
this
I've
is
got
turn 5, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
Turn
this
5,
is
yeah.
Oath
final.
of Moments going on the Demon Prince.
Yes.
And I will just use run and charge and fall back in charge.
You may as well.
'cause I
Do you
might as
mean
well.
you'll go into the assault doctrine?
I'll go into the assault doctrine.
Because we have to press the right
Oh, yeah,
button.
sorry, I'll
the
go
button
into the
doesn't say
assault
run in
doctrine.
charge, it says assault
However,
doctrine.
before we do that, I am going to spend a free stratagem to allow me to pick one unit and they can count as being in a different doctrine.
Yeah.
And what's that called?
So
It's
that's
called
called
adaptive
adaptive strategy. And I'm going to pick the tactical doctrine so my Stern Guard can fall back and shoot.
I like
Yes.
it.
And in terms of discarding cards, I'm going to discard Bring It Down and Tempting Target.
Yeah.
I won't get a command point. I've already
JCP.
gained one this battle round.
Nice. Right, so we'll do that.
We're going to meet you guys.
Before we do that,
Oh,
we do
we're
have
not
some
gonna meet you
questions I'd
guys.
like to cover.
I got up to 2 CP.
From
You got up
chat.
I'll go
Mike?
up to,
You guys are still unmuted. Marcus has asked if we will do an update on our terrain video for 10th edition. It really helped him and the local club guys for our games in 9th. What do you guys think about that?
do that. You can do that, right?
Sorry, I missed the question.
Like the train video.
The terrain
the
video?
10th, yeah.
The
We'll do an
10th?
update
Yeah,
terrain video. for 10th.
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, we've got courses going at the moment, like Accelerator. We have a whole module and a whole lesson on terrain. And then obviously we've got the Academy coming as well, which will be much more in depth. But yeah, I'm sure we'll do like a setting up mission and a couple of little tidbits going on, yeah.
Yeah, great. And then also Dominic has come in saying, "Hi guys, love your reports and guides. Have helped me so much. I was wondering if there was a way I could speed up the movement phase of my son. He has severe special needs. He suffers in the movement phase.
Okay.
Any
Okay.
guide for speeding up the
Get
movement phase, guys?
movement trays.
I was
Movement
just about to
trays.
say that. Yeah.
So if you're not familiar with what a movement tray is, you can buy them on many websites. If you just eBay is probably your best bet. They either come like as wooden ones or plastic ones, and you can get long ones. You can get like bunched up ones, and they're literally as simple as you just put the models on there. Normally it's like in increments of 5. You put them on there, and you can just literally pick them up as a oneer and move them. And
So
I
it,
used
it
to
like joins the bases together, doesn't it?
yeah, I used to use them all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I use them with my guards now
Yeah.
because moving loads of guardsmen around, having less individual things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd also recommend maybe measuring sticks rather than using a measuring tape.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you
So
can
if,
put
if
that
most of
down.
the units in the army have the same move, you just put that down. It's super quick
Yeah.
to move every model.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
used
sure
to-
there's other ideas. Like if anybody in the chat
Yeah.
has any ideas, then
Yeah, I'd also
Yeah,
say if
throw
you're
them
going to make a run roll, sorry, I'm thinking Sigma, advanced roll, then you could roll that before you move your unit if you know you're going to be advancing and put that
Because
in
then
with
you
your
know.
movement and just move
Yeah.
the whole
Yeah.
your movement plus the run. So yeah.
Yeah. We also have a super chat from Paul Bridge.
Oh, Paul.
Oh,
Hello,
Paul, legend.
he's
Evening
got
all.
our repulsor, by the way.
Yeah, yes.
Is that where it is?
Yeah.
That's where the
Paul,
Steve lent it
thanks,
to
because
him.
it made my list better.
Yeah.
It says, evening all, I've just been playing Ultramarines myself tonight.
Oh, how
Go Bobby
convenient. So with your
Go
Twitter
Bobby
function.
G, Jake, lol, show them who's boss.
Bobby G's the baller, mate. He literally is balling on a budget. He's just out here like, here's my free strat, here's this, here's that. And yeah, awesome. Right, so if we go to the top down quick, there's not much to move, to be honest. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to measure 11.
Great. And then we also have a question from Mephistain. Chris, would you like to cover this?
I think we can do this. So he's asking, how would sustained hits, lethal hits, and dev wounds interact? So in that order, if you have sustained hits, then every critical hit, so 6 to hit usually, would generate an automatic wound. An additional hit. So if you have sustained hits and lethal hits, then the original 6 that you roll to hit will automatically wound. The additional hit will go to the wound pool. So the automatic wound will not interact with devastating wounds. However, the dice which has been naturally rolled, so the sustained hit, for want of a better word, you would then roll that, and that would interact with devastating wounds.
Right. Yeah.
So if you have lethal hits, then you cannot get devastating wounds. With the 6, which is automatically wounded.
Yeah. No. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So they chain through. So if they're combos / non-bows. So it's combo / non-bows.
I like
I'm
that.
coining that now. Yeah.
Warp Smith, thank you for helping out in chat. Appreciate
Oh, brilliant! Oh, making my job
it.
easier. And Dominic, yeah, we're glad we can help. So Dominic, thanks us for it says appreciate it. Loves the game so much. Booking a table for my local shop. See how it goes. The best way to do it. Look, the hobby is literally for everyone. Just because you need to have some different interactions to make the game work. People will bend over backwards, literally in some cases, to help people play.
Yeah.
The community's great. I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, awesome. Well, I hope you have fun. Yeah.
Well, we'll go back to the players now, and I will even turn our mics back on.
And I'm going to close the poll. We're at 54% for Ultramarines to win, and 46% for the Filthy Night Lords.
I don't actually know if I will because of the primary, but that's a whole other topic because we're going to focus on the now. Bogulus has moved, so he can do his deploy, teleport home, and that's what his big lunchbox is. He's going to put a teleport homer down. And then I've retreated the Stern Guard because they can retreat and shoot with a tactical doctrine.
Yep.
However, you're going to Overwatch,
Yes,
aren't
when
you
you finish your fallback move,
Yeah.
I'm going to Overwatch with the Predator, putting me down to 1 command point.
And then the only other thing I will say, Bobby G, because he can run and charge, is run over those Terminators. He's going to bonk them on the head.
Yeah, that's a cool fight that we're going to see. The Predator autocannon, yeah, we may as well do that first.
Yeah.
Bang, nothing.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm going to be sustained.
Yeah,
1.
because you might as well, right?
And then the heavy bolters. Okay,
Okay.
fine. We're just not going to do anything.
Combi.
The combi weapon. No. And the havoc launcher. 4 shots.
Well, I'll go 4 shots.
No. Cool.
Okay, and do you take mortal wounds?
Yeah.
So you spent a command point to
For
do
another
3
3,
mortal wounds
excellent.
to yourself.
I've taken 6 more
Amazing.
wins. I've only got 5 left.
Cool. Right, so let's do shooting. So Stern Guard are going to shoot the Demon Prince. He is over-maimented.
Yep.
So this is going to be 3s and 6s, but 6s will give me the mortals.
Yes.
So 3s, re-rolling.
Very
And
nice.
then 6s, re-rolling. So many
go.
5s.
Yeah.
1 mortal wound.
Okay.
Not good.
This is because the Prince's toughness 9, guys.
Yeah.
I don't ignore it, so I'm down to 6
Okay,
wins.
Tigurius, you must now go Super Saiyan and kill him. So he gets...
Oh dear.
Didn't want that.
Did you do his hazardous test last time?
I did, and
Okay,
I passed it. I am actually going to... Because will it re-roll both if I CP this shot?
If it's a 2d6 shots, yes.
Okay, I will do that.
Oh, it means you
I
can't
know,
reroll your
I
hazardous.
know. 9.
9's a lot
okay,
better.
I'm really hoping this does a trick here. So 2s, all hit. 5s. I could have...
Okay,
ooh, that's
rerolling
good.
wound, that's pretty good.
So 4 at -2.
4 minus 2.
Are these
I am-
devastating wounds because you overcharged it?
I don't
'Cause you
think-
had 2 6s and 2 5s there.
No,
don't
it
think he's
just...
got
All
the-
it does is give him 2d6 shots rather than
Okay.
d6.
Yeah, so 4 ups,
So
3 go through.
Oh, so that's 6 damage.
6 damage.
Oh, it's
okay.
going to be enough to kill him.
He could die.
Oh,
He,
Oh,
wow.
no, he does not.
absolutely
No, he
does not die.
Oh no, we were wrong. Sorry.
Was that Feel No Pain?
That was
Yeah.
feeling a pain for a plus.
Do I die? I don't die.
Okay, cool.
Luckily. Thunderfire cannon will shoot the possessed, just so then they
Yes.
can't do any shenanigans.
Before someone says something, the guardsman at the back is Nurgle, and I've already told Jake
Yeah.
that if he does try and shoot him, I'll just spend a command point to make
to-
him untargetable, and as it stands, you can't retarget.
No.
Sorry, did he roll a battle shot? Because
He
obviously
did.
He
He
passed it,
passed it with flying colours, yeah.
I'm trying to help
Sorry,
you,
we
Jake.
did do it off
I'm trying to
camera,
help you,
but
Jake.
It's all right. So I do hit them at least once. They
Yeah.
are now movement modified. 2 armor saves into them.
Okay.
now, too.
Oh. So that kills the one that was wounded
Yes.
earlier. I don't
Okay.
know which one it is, but there we
Then-
go. One's dead.
Bobby Gurr. He ran, so he can't shoot. So he's going to charge the Terminators. Bobby Gurr. There we go.
In he goes.
Bobby Gurr. Whee. Right. Now, everyone, I'm going to let the chat decide. Shall we do the Emperor's Sword or shall we do the Hand of Dominion? Okay, so the Emperor's Sword is 14 attacks, hitting on 2, strength 8, -3, 2 damage, devastating wounds. Or we've got the Hand of Dominion, which is 7 attacks, hitting on 2, strength 14, -4, 4 damage, lethal hits. What should we do? I don't really know.
Well, we're going to need to wait a second because there's a short delay on the stream. So
and then I can't.
Anything else we can get up to?
Not really, because he's doing the action, and then because it changes their doctrine from
Yeah, instead of.
it's not.
Yeah.
It's not. You get both.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
will-
that's right. With adaptive strategy, it's instead
Yeah.
of. Yeah.
well,
pretty
we
Two
do
next.
just in the meantime have a super chat from Paul Bridge again, 199 super chat. He says, "Sorry, Jake, Repulsor was epic tonight."
I bet he was. Actually, I'm glad because I got to use this army instead in the Stone Guard Omega.
And we've managed to kill enough time there that we now have some answers from chat.
Good.
So so far it is sword.
It's the sword.
Devastating wounds are
I get it.
better.
I get it.
And then one, give them the claw.
No, right. So we're going to use the sword. 'cause
Yeah,
it's
it
cool.
appears to be overwhelming for the sword.
Yeah, okay.
Everyone
I
knows
am
swords are cool.
I am the man of the people, so thus I must do what the people want.
I will spend my last command point this turn to fight on death on 4s. That's called Eternal Hatred, I'm pretty sure. Eternal Hate.
Cool.
Yes.
So, 2s.
Okay.
Lots of mortals, please, Bobby. What toughness are you?
Toughness
So
5.
3s with 6s do mortals.
Okay.
Okay, so 4 mortal wounds
Jeez.
plus 7 saves at -3.
So, I have a 4+ invulnerable save.
Ooh,
So you're going to do a bunch of mortal wounds. These are damage 2 each.
2 each, yeah.
Okay, so I know I've got 5 Terminators, so I'll roll them all.
Okay.
So it'll take 2 to kill each Terminator. That's quite good.
Oh, nice.
So 1 Terminator dead from that, and then
And
the
then-
mortals kill the other one.
Aw.
So I'll roll for the Terminators. I will kill the Chain Fist. I don't know why I've done that like that.
So one will fight.
One
with
fight.
that.
I'll just not
Yeah,
fight with Chain Fist because that's the one I wanted
Right,
to
there
fight.
you
on there.
go.
I should have done it separately.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Fighting back then. I'll pile in. Are you pretty happy that I could get everybody in
yeah,
there?
Yeah.
Cool. I'll
Just
start.
one won't get to fight. The chain fist.
Yeah, that's right. So the Sorcerer, we've got 4 attacks. I will go for the Pact of. What's your toughness?
I'm toughness 9.
Oof. Okay. I'm going to go for lethal hits.
Okay.
I think here. So 4 attacks, 1 lethal hit. Zinch only works in the shooting phase,
Okay.
so I don't get that now. Why have I rerolled that? Oh, I get to reroll hits.
Oh, well, that's
That was a wound, wasn't it?
And then these are hits.
Yes, thank you.
So
I was
okay,
so
you've got 2
confused.
extra hits. And then
Well, the
wounds.
6 would wound,
Okay, and
and to wound here. No,
then
3 wounds though. It's
minus?
AP 2.
Okay, so 4 plus. I
1.
failed them.
Sorry,
oh,
AP 1.
Okay, I failed 1. I failed 2.
Okay.
Passed 1. How much damage? Is
D3 each.
it? Okay, so there you go.
Oh,
So he's on 4 wounds. Bobby,
my God.
calm down. And he's like, no, help me.
wow. Okay. That was
No,
unexpected. So we've got 3 Power Fists. I don't know why they can't just give them all Power Fists. Hey ho.
That's how the box is made.
3,
I would say.
9 Power Fist attacks and 1 accursed weapon. I'll just do the cursed weapon, get it out of the way.
Oh,
God, we're
Michael.
doing well here, aren't we?
Oh my God. So
It's
what-
AP 2,
Okay, so 2 more failed. How much damage is it?
1 each.
Okay, so he's down to 2. So Bobby.
What's going on?
Bobby just ran in, and the Terminator's like, no.
Power Fists.
It's
You
because
know
he's the
what?
Emperor.
I'm going to reroll them all.
Oh, I bet you are. Okay.
Okay.
3 so far.
So 3 wounds so far, and then we need 5s.
He's dead. Does he get back up?
What?
He does.
Okay.
On 6 wounds.
Cool.
So he basically killed 2,
Yeah.
but then got back up. So
Okay.
awesome. Nice. I guess that's the end of the turn then, right?
Yes. I don't really know how that's happened, but
No, I don't either, to be honest.
hey ho.
So I will get deploy teleport homers for free,
Yes.
Okay.
and then I won't get no prisoners or assassination because I actually didn't kill anything. However, sorry, I'm just during this turn. This turn?
Yeah, so you could score it.
So I
if
could
you
score
kill
them
me
during
in
your
my
turn.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
can
that's
score
what
them both
that's what I was
turns.
getting at.
Absolutely, yeah.
So yeah, I got 3 points to deploy teleport homers, and then that'll be it.
Okay.
So Michael, you'll score at the end.
With the primary, yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Okay, so I score defend stronghold
Yes. For
at the end of your turn for 3 victory points.
3, yeah.
And then I draw 3 cards. I've only got 4 left.
I know.
Storm hostile objective. Okay, should be doable because you're in the middle there.
Yeah.
Extend battle lines.
So hold
Okay.
2 no man's land.
So this is hold a no man's and your home,
okay, which you do,
and engage on all fronts.
which you
I mean,
currently
that's
are.
pretty good
Yeah.
for a set of cards. So I did ditch a couple of cards I thought I could score later,
Yeah.
but that's because I had a feeling these were still in the deck.
Yeah.
Okay, that's very good. Let's do some battle shock tests on camera.
Yeah.
So the guardsman at the back, I'll go up
Because
to
this is important.
1
'cause
command
if
point
he fails
now.
this, the predator will have to move back.
Yeah.
Which you could do it or you could
Yes,
just
because I
pass
need
it.
extend battle lines. He passes.
What a guy.
What a baller.
Demon Prince? Is
yeah,
what it is?
Demon Prince.
Could be.
He just
he's
about
fine.
passes. And that's...
Hey.
Oh, the Predator, 'cause it's only got 5 wounds left. The Predator passes as well with that 6+.
Amazing.
I'm going to do a very short movement phase,
Okay.
but you guys can mute me if you like. Is there anything?
I was gonna overwatch the Demon Prince if he was gonna move,
I'm not
but
moving.
that's okay. I had a feeling. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not moving him.
Nice.
But yeah, cool. All right, so mute us, and we'll be back in a second.
Okay, great. Well, we've had Dominic come in with a question. Any chance you might have a Chaos Knight battle report coming up, as I've just started an army? Yeah,
So-
I think we might have one on the way, right?
I think so. I don't actually know what the schedule is, but I've been promised that at some point, Michael and I are going to be able to get in a boxing match with
What?
giant stompy robots,
Oh,
and I'm going to run my glorious, clearly superior House Vanguard Imperial Knights into Michael's disgusting traitor, spiky, but actually beautifully painted Chaos Knights.
okay. So you like them, or you?
I think, of course, I really like. I'm a huge Knight fan. I love the big stompy robot aesthetic, and earlier on we were talking about matchups that are like quite good together.
Yeah,
I do actually think that a Night Off is probably quite a quick game.
probably the most equal you could get, though, right? They're both
Yeah,
big and chunky.
they're very similar. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's quite an entertaining, light-hearted kind of game as well. So I don't actually know what Chaos Knights are going to be paired into, but I've been told I'm going to be allowed to do that sometime. So I'm throwing down the gauntlet
Okay.
now.
Sick. We have Gary P in the chat. Yo, what's good, man? And Pobucci gets RKO'd by a bunch of Terminators, but then wakes up like the friggin' Undertaker. Nice. Yeah.
So it looks like Mike has finished his movement. So
I
there we
have,
are.
yeah. Super simple. Predators come onto the objective to add its OC to the game. The Terminator Sorcerer's moved over to do its psychic ability on the Intercessors because they are within that terrain feature. And the Prince has stayed still to avoid Overwatch.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm just kind of doing my mission, basically. So we'll kick off with the Sorcerer's ability on a 2+.
Yeah.
It goes off, so the Stern Guard unit is going to have everything being an extra AP against them. And then I'm going to fire the Predator at the Stern Guard squad.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm not going to spend any strats here because I don't see any point, to be honest. Because AOC it will take me to a 5-up, I guess.
Yeah.
No, it will take me to it will take me to a 5-up. I might as well because I've got 1 CP and the other tricks I can just do for free. So,
Yeah, that's fair. That's
yeah.
fair. Okay, cool. So start with the autocannon. Ba-bang. That's quite good.
And he's packed.
So he is packed, yeah. So we get 2 exploding hits there. Strength 9, so 2s to wound.
So 4.
That's 4 wounds. It's
and
AP 3 at
so I'll
this
take
stage.
3 at a time.
Okay.
It'll be 5 up and then 4 up.
Yeah.
So 5 ups.
Cool.
1's left. So all the Stern Guard are dead.
Okay. And then the heavy bolters from the Predator are... Oh, I need to check if I'm -1. Oh, I'm -1 to hit anyway.
Yeah.
And I have been accounting for that. So these explode.
And threes.
Threes, yeah, cool.
4. So
Right,
one.
so
So
2
he's actually
damage.
dead.
Yeah.
So, no.
All right.
Curious.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Boy.
Also to add, the heavy bolters have sustained 1 already. It doesn't stack with sustained 1 from the pact. Do I take more mortal wounds? I do not. Okay, cool.
He's done now. He's finished.
The Prince is fine where he is. I'm not going to shoot him. The Terminators will shoot all their guns at
Gulliman.
Le Guilliman.
Bobby G.
So where's our Lord and Saviour that did 6 wounds with his staff? The Sorcerer is going to fire a hazardous shot at you. I do have a CP in the back. D6 shots.
So 3.
3, and I will pact for lethal.
Okay.
Because I'm Zeech, so I get it on 5s. That's what we're looking for. That's what we get. So that is 2 wounds there.
Yeah, and then...
And another wound.
4 plus.
AP2.
So I failed both. How much damage?
D3 each.
Oh no. He's just out for him.
it's 4.
He's on down to 2. He's out for Gulliman.
And then
Unbelievable.
the Terminators, we've got an auto cannon, so 4 shots there. Those will automatically wound, and then I've got reroll hits, another auto wound, and then 5s. They're just wow.
He's dead. He's
wow.
gone.
Okay.
Okay, so Bobby G definitely shouldn't have gone into the Terminators then.
The savior of humanity.
I should have just ran him into the Demon Prince. I thought I had it covered, but I didn't. Oh,
Yeah,
well.
wow. Okay, cool. Obviously, wrap up the turn. The Prince will charge the Biologus.
Yeah.
Not that I'm not even going to bother. I don't think it does. It changes
Not
anything.
Not that I know of.
So I've stormed a hostile objective for 5 victory points.
Yeah.
I've extended battle lines for another 5 victory points.
And
I'm in 3 quarters for 3 victory points from the other card.
And you'll get 15 primary at the end.
15 primary at the
Yeah,
end.
because you hold more, but it doesn't
That's
matter.
right. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Whoa. Okay.
That was quite a game.
It was quite bloody actually.
Yeah.
At times, and I was very surprised by how good some of the units are, especially the Prince.
He's
very
quite
very good, despite the fact you can just shoot him.
Yeah, he's very tough though. That's the thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Those Stern Guard are brutal, aren't they?
They are very
They're
good.
brutal. Just giving Chris some time to work out whether.
Did Jake? You didn't score any additional?
No, because I didn't kill anything.
Oh, okay.
I should have just I shouldn't have thrown Gulliman here. I should have just got into here
I think
and
so.
bonked him. But
Mind you, I was expecting Gilliman to be better in combat and maybe pick up a lot of.
yeah, the idea was I was hoping to pick the Demon Prince up.
Yeah.
And then Gulliman pick at least the Terminators
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
And then that would have got me 4 points on that, and then I could have got 3 points on that. So, or not 3 points, 5 points.
So bear in mind, obviously, primary's capped at 50 and secondary's capped at 40.
Yeah.
But I think Chris has managed to find us a score. Are you happy with the score?
I've got a pad of paper. and a pen. I know what we're
Excellent.
doing.
Yeah.
This man knows what he's doing. Have you got a score for us?
I do have a score for
Oh
you.
no.
Okay.
Right, Michael.
Guys, if you've been watching this far, please make sure to like the video. It helps us out a whole bunch with the YouTube algorithm. Also gives us all a warm, fuzzy feeling in our chests.
Okay.
Kind of like heartburn,
Okay.
but good.
Okay.
Heartburn, but good. I like that.
Okay.
So,
Chris.
Jake,
Yes, Chris.
you scored
Okay.
25 points on your primary.
Yeah, which I thought, yeah.
You thought I was just going to say 25 points there, didn't you?
You actually scored 26.
And 36 on your secondary.
Nice.
And it's-
nice.
It's not 69 though, is it?
It's not. It's very close. It's 71.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
see-
71.
oh,
Cool.
oh, if
Nice.
I didn't get...
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Mike,
Yeah.
you are tonight's victor
Ooh.
with a
awesome.
90-point score.
Ooh,
Okay.
Good game, mate.
Okay.
Good
Thank
game.
you very much.
Good game. Do you know what? I sort of in my head, I was like, when you were getting the good primaries on
Yeah.
the game, I didn't think I could catch you.
So
Yeah.
the primary was... So bearing in mind, Mike actually overscored on secondaries, which happens quite a lot. So you would have scored 43 in total, but it was
Right,
capped
okay.
at 40.
Yeah.
But that one big turn where he zeroed your primary was literally
massive,
the difference.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, so close. You guys were literally 43 and 43. Like,
Yeah,
at the
we
same
would
time.
kept
It was
referencing
crazy.
it. It was all
like,
lost.
It's
quite
just the end,
close.
isn't it? That's all. Because
Yeah.
you got
Yeah.
you got Because the thing is, you had a 15 go on the cards, but I also had a big turn on the cards.
Big 15.
So, no, it's good.
I really enjoyed that. There was some real haymakers every turn.
It was brutal.
The units felt like they actually did something as well.
Yeah,
I know Gilliman kind of whiffled earlier, but the buffs he's given out are so insane.
Well, he essentially let me use 10 free he let me use 8 free stratagems through the course of the game, and he let me double oath something, which was integral for doing my little play I had.
My MVP's Milan Raider.
He was
taking out
really
2
good.
repulsor executioners.
I don't know who mine is. Probably the repulsors didn't really do anything, but that was more my fault.
I really like the aggressors actually.
I was going to say actually the aggressors with the cool combo just to absolutely obliterate the chosen, and then I also liked that when they died they just punked the chaos lord. Well, that was pretty cool. But guys, if you did enjoy, make sure you like. Did the chat enjoy it?
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah, we had a really nice chat.
Good
chat
tonight.
Good.
Everyone was chatting to each other, chatting to us, chatting to you guys.
Yeah, good game, well played, good victory to CSM. Tattoo Tabletop's just come in and become a member for 12 months.
Oh.
Wow. Ave friggin' Dominus Nox in a whole year, and it makes sense. It's a Night Lord's game. Cheers, thank you, Dominic.
And the other thing as well, guys, is that it does also help our algorithm as well. If you comment on the video after it comes up, you can just say you enjoyed it or whatever.
Yeah,
just
you can write Ave Dominus Nox if you like.
You can lie if you want. And also the other thing as well, I don't think we've mentioned it a single time during the stream because I think we've got more plans. But thank you for 40,000 subscribers.
Yes.
Because we've not only just hit 40,000 subscribers, we're already at 41,000 subscribers.
41,200.
So thank you so much. I know we got some probably a stream or something planned to celebrate that.
Yeah.
But thank you so much. And honestly, if Steve was here, he would probably go, "I love you guys." He would say, he would go, "I love you guys," and then he would pose like this or something and all that. But thank you so much, and we will see you in another live stream next week for my birthday live stream. Because it's my birthday if I'm back in time.
If you survive the weekend.
So I'm not working next week, but if it's your birthday stream, I might have to come in.
Yeah, because it's my birthday the day before. So last year we did a Top Gun theme game. This year, no idea. I'll probably
Across
figure it out.
Spider-Verse, that's out right now.
Cool.
I want to see it.
We'll figure it out. But thank you guys. We'll see you.
We'll get you in a spider suit.
No.
See you next time.
We'll see you next time.
Thank you guys. Bye.